Western music back now too. So, welcome back to Netherdeep. Last time, you guys all made your way from where you were in Jorhas when you were in the traveling the traveling city known as Urzin. You guys made your way to Jigao, where you participated in the Festival of Merit. You took place in some fun carnival games. You won some medallions, which all had different effects. You had pie eating contests, arm wrestling contests. You did the farmer's work for a while and got some stuff there. You solved some puzzles. But at the end of the day, the two main elders of the town, Elder Ushru and Elder Kolbu Kaz, announced that there was one final contest, of which it was going to be a group race down through the Emerald Grotto, and your group was selected, as well as another group of folks who you saw sporadically throughout your day participating in festival games. So we find ourselves currently in Jigao, and after this elderly orc dressed in the deep blue robes, Elder Ushru, he explained that everyone will need to follow him post sunset, as it is now starting to get a little bit darker down here to where you guys originally watched the sunset. As night falls, he's going to walk basically the whole town and yourselves down to these islands down here where you watched your sunset from. Islands being known as the Black Islands. So, as you and your rivals for this competition proceed with the elders to the southeastern edge of Jigao, you see looking behind you basically the entirety of the town. There seems to be an atmosphere, one of anticipation and excitement. And as you guys wade through the shallows from one island to the other, you eventually make your way to the smallest one. There seems to be like this larger table set up. And there's lots of noise and talking from behind. And as you guys approach this table with the elders, you see that he sets out 9 different bottles. Let me see if there's art for them, because I really hope there is, because they're really cool. Here it is. You guys all know what this potion is, but this is what the actual potion of water breathing looks like. It's a corked bottle with this green teal fluid with like a jellyfish in it. So you should be able to see it now.
That is awesome.
Right? So he sets out these 9 bottles in front of all of you, and then he raises his hands and kind of shushes the crowd. You see that they all fall quiet pretty quickly. And then he looks down to address you and your opponents. You brave and valiant individuals have triumphed in many challenges this day. Now, the final test of merit awaits you. From his pocket, he pulls a palm-sized gold and emerald amulet. He holds it aloft and declares, "This metal's twin has been placed in the deepest cavern of the Emerald Grotto," and he kind of fans his arm towards a path that goes underwater from this cave. "The first to claim the Emerald Eye and return to this place will be declared Jigao's Champions of Merit." And with that, let's begin. I need everybody to go ahead for me and make a straight dexterity check, please.
Do we these potions of water breathing, like, have we taken them, or like?
You will get them as soon as you get to head in. He will hand them each to you.
Am I
to take.
Natural
in
one.
able to pocket it instead of taking it?
Can you breathe underwater without it?
I can hold my breath for up to 1 hour at a time. I am not a natural swimmer, but can remain underwater for some time before needing to come up for air.
You can take it and certainly try. Yeah. We
Cool.
might, if you're gonna just try and hold your breath. If something happens that would make you open your mouth and exert that air, then we will have you make Constitution saving throws and see
Cool.
if you cannot drown.
Cool.
So, but okay. So, ooh, look at that. A natural 1, a natural 20, an 18, and
Oh, yeah.
a 0. Wow.
This is good. This is gonna be good.
This is great.
This is
This is
great.
great. Um, only because you had 2 people who rolled over a 13. You guys get to enter down into the grotto first. Is there a particular order in which you guys
I'm
wish
last.
to go?
I am so last. That 0 makes me the lastest of the last.
Okay. Do you want to go in your initiative order or your dex order in that direction, or is there a specific order which you guys wish to file down into the grotto?
I'm fine with that initiative order as long as I can. I had put all my medals on my charm bracelet with my animals. What's everybody's walking speed?
I will tell you, walking speed will not matter under here. You're going completely underwater. So,
Well, but isn't swimming speed
nope. It's
half
not.
of walking speed? Oh,
It is
okay.
not. I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe.
Then this medal of the conch is useless.
What's it do?
When you use an action to rub this medal, you gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour.
You can do that. That's 100% sure. I think it might be. You are right. It's half. So yeah, you can
Yeah.
use that, and they get the normal movement speed.
I still want to know everybody's walking speed.
I think we might all have base 30.
I have 40.
Oh, I have 30.
She fast.
I'm a human.
I'm 30.
But you also have a swim speed, I think.
I do not.
Nah, turtles don't have a swim speed, which is stupid.
That is.
It's
Yeah,
very
that is dumb.
stupid. It's very dumb.
You homebrew
But I mean-
that?
It does say like in the thing that they're not natural swimmers.
I guess
But,
you're
like, there's some-
buoyant. You're buoyant,
I guess
but
it's
not.
more so. I guess it's more so because the name. You're more so based off a tortoise rather than a turtle.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. I'm gonna take my medal of the conch off my charm bracelet and hand it to Nath.
All right.
Here, take this.
Okay.
Use it.
Okay. As you guys start to get yourselves ready, he kind of lines you up so that the 4 of you are actually. I'll put you over here on the islands. You're basically over here on this small island right here. He lines you all up in the order that you, if you're a dexterity order, and then hands each of you a potion of water breathing. It says, if you drink this, you'll be able to breathe for up to an hour. Any longer than that, and, well, you might drown. So I would make haste if I were you.
Before drinking his,
Mhm.
because Naf doesn't want to ruin his cloak and everything.
Mhm.
He would take off his cloak so that he's just in his common clothes, and then he would also take off. There's a lot of people all watching this.
Yeah, basically the whole of the town is like on. They basically came up to this big island and they're standing on like this dock and kind of over here, where they can kind of see you. Like there's a lot of people. There's a few hundred people.
All right, so he would try his best. If you want me to roll something, I would gladly, but he will try his best to take off his bandage across his eye and try and hide, the glowing green eye socket.
Oh, I mean, I'll say that you can basically like look this direction and kind of out to sea, so you kind of have your back to them enough that like people aren't actively trying to like look in your eyes. They're just mainly watching as you
Look in
guys
my
take off to
eyes.
like. They want to see all of the participants go into the Emerald Grotto and then like kind of cheer them on when you come back out. So it's more of they're just waiting anticipatorily for you guys to get under and back.
And while that's happening, one thing that I guess everyone in the vicinity would notice that for the first time that he's, this is the first time he's kind of taken off his cloak, you would all notice that his entire left arm is just absolutely from shoulder to the base of his hand covered in blood-soaked bandages. Like dried blood-soaked bandages.
Noted.
All right.
Does it matter how much we are carrying in the water? Because I went on a bit of a shopping spree before we started this campaign, and I have a lot of weight on me.
What's your total weight?
Like,
Because as long as it doesn't exceed what your actual like allowable amount is, then it's not going to slow down your speed. And looking at your equipment on here, it looks like you are carrying a total of 99.25 pounds, and you can carry 150 before you become encumbered. So,
oh, sweet.
you're okay. So you're good for that round. But once you become encumbered, then your movement does slow to half, or you lose 10 feet. One of the two. I can't remember which. But yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I would also take off my backpack to, make sure it doesn't get wet.
Cool. Anything that you want to leave here with them, you are welcome to. It will be held for safekeeping with the elders here on this smaller island, kind of up on this table where the stuff was. And you see that some of the competitors that are going down with you take off some of their stuff. They mainly just take the base stuff that they need. Like some of them are keeping their armor on, keeping their spell casting focuses and some of their weapons with them. But like the excess things like their backpacks or their cloaks, things that might weigh them down or impede their swimming movement, they're kind of just leaving here stacked in nice little piles. So you can see it's not uncommon for people to leave their stuff here so they don't, get it wet or lose it. Or...
Yeah, I guess underneath my my cloak, actually, I'm wearing my common clothes, but over my common clothes I have my elven chain.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave my backpack.
Okay, cool. Anything
Stay
that you guys...
armored and, equipped, but leave the backpack.
Anything that you guys want to leave, you are more than welcome to leave it here. Like I said, it is perfectly safe. No issues. He does tell you that underwater there is no light. There is no natural light. It is very, very dark, and you will only be able to see a few feet in front of you unless you have some way by which to create light. And then the tunnels are... The tunnels themselves are pretty small. They're 5 foot wide by 5 foot high, so it's going to be a squeeze to get through. And the chambers, he describes to you, have a ceiling of 15 feet, and the width is dependent on the chamber that you are in. So,
does dark vision do anything underwater?
It does.
Like it doesn't.
It does not. Well, it would if you had dark vision. You would be able to. It basically would give you the heavily obscured condition, which means that even your perception checks would be at disadvantage, but none of you have dark vision. So
None of us?
No, none of you do. I looked earlier.
You guys? Anyway.
Can
I
I
love that. I love that so much.
Uh-huh.
can I invoke the on the spot spell learning?
You can certainly try. What spell are you trying to learn?
Dark vision.
Okay, so this will be because you didn't do it last time. You did it
I
before.
did.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did it once for
Okay. Yeah, and basically since you hadn't done it
yeah.
yet, we'll let you try it now. And if you want to, if you pass the check and can learn it, I will say that you can learn it, and I will give you one free spell switch since it's effectively in your book, and you're gonna have to leave your spell book up top unless you want it to get wet, but you can still cast the spells from it. So go ahead and make a intelligence save, DC 12.
Save. Okay.
Guidance.
You can't use it for this.
Oh, I can't do that for save. Yeah,
yeah.
never mind.
I mean, even so, this for him, the only things that can affect it are his intelligence modifier and his save. It can't be affected by otherwise. So yeah, you learn it, and with a 21, you get this quick inspiration of magic as you see your green eye kind of glows a little bit brighter and kind of passes over a small green light over to your non-fake eye, and you feel like you can see a little bit better, and so that spell is now immediately available for you in your spell book. So if you want to switch it out, you can, and then you have it available.
I will indeed switch it out, and I need to look something up real quick.
Okay. Basically,
Would we have had a chance to have a short rest before this? Like in between the competitions and this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
that makes my life
Beautiful.
so much better.
Doesn't it, though?
So we'll say if he casts the dark vision spell on all of you, instead of having 0 feet of encounter space, the ability to see anything and just literally swimming in the dark, because it's murky water with no natural light, you will have the basic encounter distance available. Instead of 0, you guys will have 10 feet of light to
real
see.
quick, I feel like the answer would be yes, but I would very, Naf's awkward. He would very walk up to Ono and be like, um, you wouldn't happen to have any dried carrot in your pouches, would you?
What for?
A spell. Quick spell.
Oh, well, I might. I mean, I feel like dried carrots are definitely something that I would have. That feels like a bullshit thing to say, but like, it feels like a thing I would totally.
Yeah, that's
have.
why I started with, I
Yeah.
feel like...
The chef feet person would probably have basic stuff. You would have the
Right?
carrots, the celery, the onions. You need it for mirepoix, so yeah, you have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna give you some.
now I don't know if this is cheesing, but would it be unfair to ask who has the best perception of all of us?
I mean, it's probably pretty. I'm not gonna let you give numbers specifically, but you could probably, just based on your experiences so far, you could probably guess that your druid's probably pretty perceptive, just in general. And yeah, you see,
Okay.
you're none of you are horrible at perceiving things. So
All right. I would then, since none of us have dark vision, good lord, I would use my first casting of it. I'd walk up to Carrie and sprinkle some dried carrot onto a kind of through the air, and
I like facepalm a little bit that you're not cooking with it, but then I remember that like I gave it to you for a spell.
yeah, and kind of flick my hand through the air, and as I do, I cast dark vision on you, and as the spell activates, my green eye kind of flickers a little bit, and you now have a similar green glow through your eyes.
Oh, did you just like toss dried carrot at me like confetti?
No, I threw it up in the air, waved my hand through it,
Oh,
cool. So
and then
I'm blinking just rapidly.
my second cast of it.
Are you casting magic to like help people see? Yeah, right. That's what you're doing. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Um. I he said it was pretty dark down there, dude.
Mhm.
I'd really appreciate it if you could do it on me. You could tell like Greeny's sort of fumbling over his words a bit. He seems pretty nervous about this.
Funny thing, I was gonna go to you next.
Cool. You go into greedy.
So yeah, I will throw up the dried carrot in the air, run my hand through it, the flash of green, and I will use my second slot to give Greeny dark vision.
Okay. So what we'll say then is, because you can basically feel what's around you, we'll say that everyone without the spell has a base of, we'll just do, we'll say those without dark vision just have a base of 5 to see, 5 feet. And those who do have it, I'll say you have 20 feet. That way you're still getting decently able to see through everything, but you're not going to get the full effects of it because, you're in complete darkness underwater. So, all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Long Strider on everybody.
Ooh, on everybody. You're burning 4
Yeah.
spell slots, huh?
Burning 2 spell slots.
Oh, you right. You can cast it on 1 person. Cool.
I don't know if we've actually gotten to the like drinking the potions thing, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to very obviously for the people that are right in front of me not drink it, but like pretend to drink it when everyone else does, and then like pocket the bottle. So that like my group knows I didn't drink it, but that nobody else thinks that something weird happened is the idea.
I'm just gonna kind of sidle up to you and say, what do you think would happen if, I don't know, you ram your head into something down there?
I mean, I do a lot of ramming into things. It's sort of a normal thing to do. I don't see it really being a problem.
I'm
I don't really know what the
just,
faction is tonight. It's not coming out yet.
I tend to just sort of imagine worst case scenarios, and I can, I can hold my breath indefinitely as long as I'm conscious.
There you go.
So I'm going to be drinking this.
All right. Well,
I'm not gonna drink it. I just
Okay.
want to see. I want to watch the world burn.
all right.
I would leave
Absolutely
my
your prerogative.
I'll leave my I'll place my spellbook on my cloak and backpack and everything, and then I will also be drinking the potion.
Okay. So, as you all drink the potions, those of you who want to drink the potions, drink the potions, otherwise performing the task that you said you're going to perform. Is there any additional preparations that you wish to make before you are encouraged to head down?
I don't have anything else that I can reasonably do.
All right. So, the two elders kind of walk you down to. They kind of walk down this staircase, which kind of goes into from the bottom of the island into the ocean, into what they call the Emerald Grotto. And you see that the entrance to the grotto is a narrow cavern that leads to a murky pool of water. They say, "Well, we'll wait here for you to finish. Hopefully, we'll see you in an hour." And could everybody make perception checks for me, please?
Oops, that was the wrong check. They were right beside each other. Do you want me to re-roll or just say that my it should have been +4 instead of +3?
Oh, we'll just say it's +4 instead of +3, so it's a 20. Great.
So much for the druid being more perceptive.
Hey man, that was just me guessing, to be perfectly honest with you.
I mean,
My
does have a
perception is
higher-
actually high. I
There
just
you-
rolled like
there
shit.
you go. There you go. But Ono and Naf, as the four of you kind of approach, the two of you see that while the cavern does look like it's going to a dead end, you kind of like take a few steps into the pool of water and kind of look down, and you see that the tunnel itself dips deep below the sea level, and they kind of look and say, "Well, you have a couple of minutes head start before your competitors will be behind you, so we encourage you to get there and back as quickly as you can, because after all, this is a race." And I'm going to move you guys over to the Emerald Grotto map. And you guys
Ooh.
should see yourself over
Let's
here.
go.
I
So-
think in my mind as we go down, I think to myself, is murder legal?
You know it's not. But yes, so what you guys can see is what you guys can see as far as what your light allows you to have. So this is where you are at, and you can basically proceed in the direction which you wish to proceed. You see that there is the light does kind of from the entrance where you guys are does kind of start to black and blot itself out the further your eyes follow this tunnel this way. So.
Dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was the one who was left out. Can I like tie a rope and offer it to, I don't know, maybe Carrie, and be like, I don't want to get completely lost from all y'all just in case I go too far.
An excellent idea.
There you go.
I said that I don't have a good reason, but I'm gonna keep my backpack, and now I have an immediately good reason of I have rope on me.
That's fine. Yeah, you guys have rope. You could walk down there, see how dark it is, be like, hold on, and walk back out and grab your rope and come back. So yeah, you were tied.
Hold on.
You were tied to Carrie. You can tie the rope between all four of you if you so choose. Otherwise, it's just the two of you tied together with 50 feet of rope. So.
Well, having one of us who has dark vision and one who doesn't seems a pretty good idea, so.
There you go. All right. Well, this
Do we
tunnel.
want to make another, like, because there should be two of us who don't have dark vision, right?
You and Naf, yeah. But Naf's with
So does
Greenie,
Naf-
so
Is Naf tied to Greenie, or does Naf?
he's not.
He's comfortable with that.
That's up to Naf.
That's what I'm trying to ask.
Are we already underwater?
Yes.
Uh, he'd probably. He doesn't like people, but he would prefer to be on a chain so he also doesn't get lost.
Okay. So you tie yourself to Greenie and Ono ties themselves to Carrie.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you guys have the two people with dark vision are tied to the two people without dark vision.
I also just realized something.
What's that?
Once I hit second level, as long as I'm literally missing one hit point, I never need a spell book. I think I have my arcane focus.
It's true. Yeah.
Ooh.
Or my body. My body is my arcane focus. Once I lose literally a single hit point.
Yeah. You can do it that way. And I would say if you want to inflict that damage on yourself, I would allow you to do that with the
I will not do it yet.
with the respective damage of whatever you're doing. But yeah, so
Would you like me to punch you? If it helps, I would be happy to do it.
I don't know if we should really be punching you. Anywho, we should really working on what are we supposed to be doing? Racing?
Mm-hmm.
Swimming quickly and getting gem.
Yeah. I don't think I should be leaving.
Well, the tunnel is only 5 feet wide, and you guys are kind of in the way you're at, so you can't really remaneuver yourselves right now. So you'll have to go a little bit as the lead, at least.
God damn it. Okay.
All right. So yeah, you guys can move into where you would like to be.
Let's go.
As you approach this next area, you see that the light is starting to be blot out even more by thick patches of kelp that fill this underwater chamber. The tops of the kelp fronds brush the ceiling, but between the stalks, you spot a glimmer of light coming from further ahead.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
You guys gonna follow?
absolutely.
Those of you who are in that room already, go ahead and make me athletics checks, please.
Oh boy. Not good at those. Oh my god, I'm great at those.
Okay.
I lied. I absolutely lied to you.
Look at you.
Oh no, you're back in the far back.
Oh yeah, sorry. I
You're good.
think my internet cut out for a sec. Like
It's okay. I'll move you to where they are.
it's not letting me click on my token for some reason. Like it's letting. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Please
Oh, no,
keep me
don't go there.
following along. I'm doing my best.
Don't go out there.
It doesn't seem to be letting me move.
That's weird. Let me check one thing. It shouldn't have a problem, but we'll find out in a second. Cool. It should be. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Cool. All right. And then so athletics. So you all pass, and you are able to swim through the tangled kelp without a problem. You guys can maneuver your way through this room. You do see that you do have to swim further down to get through this room. So at this point, you're probably about 30 feet deep underwater. So you feel the pressure a little bit, but nothing like extreme. As you start to approach here, Greenie, silver moonlight filters through a gap in the cavern's stone ceiling. Ahead, the path through the grotto splits into two tunnels, one to the south and one to the east. So you guys get to determine which way you want to go.
I wonder if we should split the party.
Well, I can't do anything, so this isn't my decision.
We can't even talk to each other, can we?
How far can we?
You broke up a little bit, so I don't know what you said. I'm assuming you're asking how far can you see, but
I was gonna ask how far away can we like hear each other.
Oh.
I don't think
travel's
we
weird.
can hear each other because I don't think we can talk
If you can,
underwater.
if you can breathe underwater, I would say that you
I
could
can't
turn.
talk because
that you could turn and face,
I'm holding
and you
my
could.
breath. Or
Yeah, I'd say that you
presumably,
could.
presumably, if I were to talk, it would reduce my amount of time I could be underwater. But like,
Correct. I would say those of you who took the potion can breathe underwater. You can turn and you can kind of mouth what you're trying to say. It won't necessarily come across as like words per se, but if you can read lips, which if you're close enough to each other, you could figure out what each other is trying to say as long as it's in the same language. So, or you could mime it.
Anyone speak
So I'm gonna swim up
Aquan?
to
With, like,
the.
would it be?
Somebody else, go ahead. Or I will. I'll swim up to the two in front of me
You go.
and mouth. Should we split up? You know, like by pointing at each tunnel and then each group and then kind of shrugging like,
You hear words in your mind saying, you want to try to split up?
Yes.
I have a psionic mind feature.
Ooh.
I don't think it specifies if you can send messages back. I'm trying to display it right now.
Is it just one of your race
Oh.
features or your class features?
Yeah, it's a race feature.
It is called, you can send telepathic messages. Oh wait, I gotta actually turn mine on and then I can send it for you. 1 second. Cool, got it. Racial features. And then it is that. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
So I can talk to you guys. I don't think
Doesn't
you
look
guys
like we
can
can
talk
talk
to me.
back. But hey, that's better than no communication at all.
It's that.
Oh no.
That didn't sound good.
You are a robot.
That's what mental messages sound like, guys. Robots.
So I look disturbed. Like, what the fuck was that?
But if it's telepathic and he can communicate with you, you can. There you go. He's not comfortable splitting up personally, but you can also respond the same way. Like you can just mentally think the message back and it works. So he says he is not comfortable splitting up.
All right. Well, we might lose our lead, but that is fine.
All right.
Then quickly pick a direction.
Okay, we go this way.
Okay. So you're gonna go that way. All right. So. I'm gonna drag you so you. Do you still not have the ability to drag your token? Oh no.
It's a bit on and off. I just switched to Discord on my phone because
Ah.
the internet has been a little funky dunk.
Fair enough.
I moved myself at one point and then it
Cool.
doesn't let me for a bit. It's yeah. Just assume
Gotcha.
that unless otherwise stated, I'm within 10 feet of carry.
Okay. You guys feel the pressure starting to increase a little bit as you swim further and further deep into the ocean. All right. So you're swimming further and further down. You guys have swam quite a ways so far. You are at this point 70 feet deep underwater. And as you approach here, you feel that you're swimming even further down. After swimming through a small patch of seagrass, you emerge into a long cavern. The water here doesn't quite reach the ceiling, leaving a small pocket of air near the top. A slight crack in the ceiling allows moonlight to filter through. At the center of the cavern is a pit whose floor is 30 feet deeper than the rest of the cavern, and you catch the faint glint of metal at the bottom.
What's that faint glint of metal? I want to know.
Okay, who wants to swim down there?
First thing I'm going to do is go towards that pocket of air and where the moonlight's coming in and just like take a deep breath, but it's more like looking at the sky
Oh,
before I
oh
come
yeah,
back down.
I also want to take a breath. Not that it really matters, but I would like to.
Yeah, you guys can all pop your heads up to the top in the space where the air is, and you guys can all actually verbally communicate with each other up there.
Yeah.
I find that I do not like not being able to see the sky. Shall we see what is at the bottom?
I mean, I guess. Do we all need to go, or does just like one pair go, the other one just like watches? It's not really splitting up. It's more like.
I'm gonna dive.
Oh, I'm gonna, approximately follow, I guess.
Okay, so the two of you dive down. Are all of you going down, or just the two of you?
I like the idea of two of us staying at the top.
Okay, so the two of you roll
Yeah.
me perception checks.
Percepzione. Oh no, I see nothing.
Okay, so as you guys make your way down there, you see what looks to be like a pouch and a whole bunch of silver coins. But as you go and approach and swim further and further down to get it, the silt around it suddenly shifts, and you see two bright white things open up, and coming from the bottom is a giant octopus. I need all of you to go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Great.
And,
Love it.
And we do have to do underwater combat rules because you are underwater. So.
Oops, I forgot to hit my token again.
No, you're fine.
Which is a shame, because it's a 22.
That's fine. You can just do this. Wham.
Thank you.
Greenie got an 8. Coolie.
Alright, struggling to click on my token.
No, you're good. You may click on it. Did you roll your initiative already? I can just put it in for you.
No, I was trying to click on my.
Oh, yeah, whatever works. Alright. Yeah, if you just roll it, I can just.
Yeah, sorry, did
5.
not.
There you go.
Did not mean to roll twice.
No, you're
but
good.
the first one was a 0, my friend.
Well, you roll at advantage anyway, because you're a barbarian. So it's okay. So you get to 5.
Isn't that only when I'm raging?
No, it's just in general. Barbarians roll initiative at advantage, I think. So I'll double check it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. But anyway, Carrie, you are up first.
I say to the octopus, "Good evening, friend."
Well, then maybe you don't. The octopus.
May we pass if we do not touch your treasure?
Are you just trying to talk to the octopus itself in general?
Yep.
More like a talktopus. Sorry, I'll leave now.
Using my speak with animals.
As you go to talk to it, it does not seem to respond, as it does not seem to understand what you're saying.
Okay, guiding bolt.
Okay. So you guiding bolt this giant octopus. We'll say you're not in melee range, you're just outside of it. And so it shouldn't have any problems with spells underwater. Yep, it's within its normal range. So as long as you hit 16, it does hit for roll your damage.
God damn it.
17.
I'm rolling like shit.
So is it just 17?
Yeah, it's just 17.
That's
5d6 though. Just a 17 with 5d6.
That's a lot of damage though.
I wanted it to be more. You know how it goes.
It is the giant octopus's turn. And it's not very happy that you just blasted it.
I would like to use my movement
Absolutely.
to back the fuck up and drag Carrie with me. I mean, drag Ono with me.
Okay, so you're gonna move your whole 30 feet away.
I am.
All right, we'll say that you're like here, and we'll say that you're 40 feet away from the octopus.
Okay.
So, just because you were about 10 before, it's okay. The octopus can reach you. It has a 60-foot swim speed.
Yeah, well, still.
It's going to swim up, and it's going to take one attack directly at you,
Mm-hmm.
Carrie, and it's going to try and hit you with a tentacle.
All right.
17 to hit?
Nope.
Ooh, it goes wham! Goes to slap its tentacle off of you and tries to wrap you up and grapple you and restrain you to the bottom, but it bounces off of your armor or your shield. Greenie, it is your turn. I'll put a little yellow because it has advantage on whoever hits it next. You have advantage.
Okay. I'm going to. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is this? I don't have D&D Beyond installed on this computer,
That's okay.
but I'm going to use my Dragon Fear feature by trying to scream in the water and sending ripples out beside me, and I need it to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or be frightened for 1 minute.
You said
Ooh.
wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, I did not read this thoroughly,
Well, it
or
rolled
until it takes any damage.
Well, it rolled a 17.
Okay, doesn't even matter. Cool. That's my turn.
Okay. Naf.
Is the octopus? He's down further,
No, he swam right up to melee with Carrie, because he only has a
which
5-foot
is
reach with his tentacles.
how
So
far from me?
basically, unless you guys swam to a different position to start, I'm assuming you guys were basically up getting your breath. So I'd say it's like 10 feet below you.
And we have enough rope between each other.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I can't believe I'm gonna do this as a wizard. I'm gonna get in melee with an octopus.
Okay. You have advantage on
Um,
whatever attack you choose to do.
I do.
Which, let me double check, because if you don't have a swimming speed, you have disadvantage on attack rolls unless it's a dagger, a javelin, a short sword, spear, or trident.
Oh yeah, was it a bonus action to activate that thingy
What's the thingy?
for swim speed?
What
The
is it?
metal.
Oh, yeah, we'll say it's a bonus action.
Well, I forgot I was given that. I probably would have used that before we came in here.
Okay, so we say you have a swim speed equal to your movement, and that metal, once it's used...
Well, I cast Long Strider on everybody, also.
Yeah, so that just increases your movement, which means
Right.
you just have half your swimming speed,
So
but
I
it's not
have
natural swim speed.
40.
Yeah, and unless you use something to give you swimming speed, you'll have 20 feet of movement.
Okay, so now I have swimming speed?
If you use the coral medallion, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you have swimming speed equal to your walking speed, and
Which is currently 40.
yes. So everybody right now has a current swimming speed of 20 because Longstrider halved, except Carrie who has more. And you have a full swim speed of 40 because you have swim
Okay.
speed now. So.
And that's a bonus action to use.
Mhm.
So I really only have one attack spell without my spell book. So I will, swim up to the octopus. I will touch my left hand, the one that's with the arm that's covered in bandages, to its tentacly flesh, and I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I will attempt to cast inflict wounds.
Hits
That is 3d10.
for 8.
I have a special feat, or a special ability, Sanguine Burst. Whenever you roll damage for a spell you cast of first level or higher, you can choose to take necrotic damage equal to the spell's level to re-roll a number of the damage dice up to your intelligence modifier.
you gotta
So I can re-roll all of those dice, and I take 1 damage.
Yeah, take 1 damage.
Alright guys, my temporary hit points are now at 9.
There you go.
I'm gonna roll 3D, re-roll 3D10.
Yep. Watch it be like 29 or something.
Oh man, that'd be great.
11. It's
Well,
better.
it's better than 8.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, let me take away this little thingamajig. Oh no, it is your turn. This octopus is looking pretty hurt.
Yeah, I'm also scared of this octopus. Also, I'm really curious if this octopus speaks Aquan. So, like, knowing the fact that there's that air pocket, like, pretty close by, I'm gonna attempt to speak to it in Aquan, and it's mostly just gonna be me being like, I'm sorry, we didn't really need to hurt you, and then I'm sorry, and as I'm just gonna go up and try to, I think I'm gonna try and just like poke it with my javelin.
Okay, cool. So it's just a regular melee javelin attack because it's underwater. It does not respond to the Aquan. It doesn't seem
Cool.
doesn't have any type of response to it. So go ahead and make a regular stab attack.
Stabby
Stab.
stabby.
Ooh, you're not quite used to like fighting underwater, and you go to stab and it just kind of like it moves out the way.
I'd like to imagine that, and that as I am trying to talk to it, I also like accidentally like breathe a bunch of, and I'm just like,
Yep.
and I'm just really bad at poking it at the moment.
Right. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm not gonna rage. I'm just gonna chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Carrie.
I am going to. This should be fun. I'm curious about what this is gonna look like underwater. It'll probably just make me a target, and that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and take on Starry Form
Ooh.
and have my archer up.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and make a ranged spell attack.
At disadvantage because you're in melee
At
range.
disadvantage. Yeah. Even though it's a spell, huh?
Yep, because it's a ranged attack in melee range.
Because it's ranged. Yeah.
You can
Okay.
always move.
I mean, yeah, I think I'll move back a little bit in that
Okay.
case.
It's gonna try and swipe at you as you move back a little bit because you're its main focus.
That's fine. And I am very shiny.
23.
Oh, that hits, yeah.
Okay, so it hits you, and go ahead and we'll just say, because you were in the process of moving, make me a athletics check to see if you just get out of its tentacles as to not get pulled away.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so you can still move that far. It
That's
smacks
a
you.
natural 20.
Yeah, and it kind of forces you back a little bit. So you do take the 8 bludgeoning damage, but you are not restrained by its tentacles.
8, you say?
Yes, just 8
Okay.
bludgeoning.
All right. So, let's see. My range spell attack is going to be plus what?
Should be plus your just spell attack
It'd be
modifier.
just the spell attack, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So let me
yeah,
just
whatever you have for that.
roll a 20 real quick. Oh, fuck my life.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Yeah, it does. But, fortunately that was my bonus action.
As you shoot past it, and kind of shoot at the angle we're going down, you see that it lands into the deeper areas of the pit, and you see that pit is it's real deep, but you're kind of glowing the coins. There's even more coins there than you thought. Before you thought you saw like 10 or 20. Now you see there's like over 40 coins down there.
Huh. All right. Well, let me do a serious attack since that sucked. And remind me, when I'm in starry form and I did that spell as a bonus action,
You can still
can I
a
do
regular
another?
spell.
I can do another spell,
Yeah,
right?
because that's not technically a spell. That's just a feature of your.
Right. Yeah, at some point I'll remember that. So I'm gonna go ahead and. I'm gonna go ahead and. Oh, that's tempting, but I'm not gonna. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and see how Ice Knife does in the water.
Oh, okay.
Let's try that.
All right. go ahead and do me an ice knife attack. I'm gonna put a little, because your thing lasts for 10 minutes basically. What color circle you want? What color little orby? You want blue? You want purple? You want pink? You want brown?
Oh, blue is fine.
Alright,
Blue is good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and roll that attack on Mr. Octopus. And then it is just a regular. It automatically misses if it's beyond its normal range.
It's 60 feet.
Cool. Yeah. So you're good there. 23 does hit. Let me make a dex save for him as the ice knife explodes. So 12. So it does not pass the save. So it takes the total of 9 damage.
Indeed.
It's not looking happy at all.
And so, since it didn't save, then it takes an extra 2d6.
Yeah, it takes the 7, so it takes a total of 9. So, it already put it in there for you. So.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yep. So, and luckily
Got
it's the same exact thing. So yeah, it took 9 total and looks a little frosty. So, as it gets hit and blasted, you see that this giant octopus goes ahead and blurts out a giant ink cloud around it. And so I'm gonna do, it's gonna basically do this. See if I can make this do what I want it to do. Oh, no. Well, it's supposed to be just in that spot there. But it basically blasts an ink cloud and uses the dash as a bonus action. Tries to run away. And moves 10 feet away. So we'll say that it's all inky, and that's all like stuff. You can try and hit it if you want, but it's gonna try and move away. It's gonna try and run away.
Can I take an attack of opportunity?
You can't. It'll be at disadvantage because there's ink everywhere, but you can certainly do
I'd
that.
It does
rather
have
certainly
guiding
try.
bolt on it. It still has guiding bolt on
No,
it.
it doesn't. It already got used when they did the inflict.
Oh, right.
wounds.
Next attack. Yeah.
So you can take a disadvantage attack at the thingy if you want to.
Who
As
can
you-
currently get an opportunity?
Basically everybody except for Carrie.
Oh yeah, sure, I don't mind.
So it was trying to move 10 feet away. So yeah. So a 6 will miss.
Dagger.
15 will hit it. All right, and then if you want to roll one at disadvantage, Ona, you certainly can.
Sorry, I'm trying to make it roll with disadvantage.
Oh, just hold control.
I was
Sugar, right?
Okay.
There you go. Oh, you can roll it again. I mean, 11's gonna miss,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
No, 11 will
yeah,
hit
no.
actually. So roll it again just in case.
11 will hit. Okay.
Yeah, so roll it again in case. Yeah, so 11 hits. So
Woo!
get to
Nice.
stab. For 5, you both feel your dagger and your javelin just get into it. You can kind of see some blood kind of moving in the water, but the giant octopus hasn't gone too far, and you can still feel the water around you moving. Greenie, you can't see the octopus as all the ink around you is kind of impeding your view. But yeah. So I'll just do this. Bam. You can't see it, but it's in the darkness, in the ink around you. But you know where it went. You know the general direction where it went.
Yeah. All of my spells require seeing it, though.
Okay. You don't have to do anything. You can hold an action, or you can just hang out, or...
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna chill. I'll move like 5 feet forward and chill.
As you move 5 feet forwards, you feel the inky tendrils of the octopus kind of swim right past your face. So you know it's right in front of you now.
Okay, I swing, goddammit.
Alright, swing with disadvantage. That will hit. So go ahead and roll me some damage.
Cool. Oh, okay. What's that? There we go.
What did you swing at it with? What did you attack it with? That's a good
It's
weapon.
with my rapier, baby.
Oh, nice.
No problem.
As you swing in to it, you feel that you connected very, very well. And as you As you kind of see the ink start to disperse, you just see an octopus just kind of float to the top and then sinks down to the bottom.
Nice.
As you killed the octopus. It's very dead.
We can't wait. Can we see the octopus or not?
You did. As he killed it, the ink kind of dispersed as it kind of flailed all of its tentacles.
Okay,
and
I
the
don't
ink
know.
kinda
I don't
dispersed.
know what if or what you want me to roll for this, but like, do I feel like I could make some calamari out of this guy?
Oh yeah,
Or
you could.
like,
You totally could. But
like,
I'd say if you want to
can I?
try and cut some pieces off of it, roll me a survival check at, we'll just say at advantage, because you are getting better at preparing foods. So give me a
Could
survival
I
advantage.
could I like before
Oh,
the survival
okay, now
check's
it rolled it.
happening?
Sorry,
Could I
sorry. This
like
is just be a second.
could I like swim next to Ono and mouth try and get the ink sac too? I want it.
All right, so we'll say with the 16, you definitely get. We'll say you can harvest because the tentacles are big. This is a large creature, so we'll say that you can get 2 full tentacles at about 15 pounds worth of octopus.
Fuck
15
this
times
emerald. We want calamari.
And then if you want to go ahead and roll either a investigation, survival, or nature check at advantage to try and get the ink sac, you can do that.
While they're doing that, can I go check out the coins?
Yeah, you can absolutely swim down to the bottom.
'Kay.
As you get down there, you find 57 silver pieces and a pouch containing 8 marble-sized pellets. And I will tell you that they are dust of dryness, but they have absorbed hundreds of gallons of water. So when you smash one of the pellets, the act releases a 15-foot cube of water. So it's basically the create water spell at first level, and you have 8 of them.
I love it.
So, and if you want to roll me another check, Ono, to see if you can get that ink sac, you are more than welcome.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure whether that was me or
Yeah, no,
or
it's
them.
you. Yep.
Yeah.
You can roll
It was survival or investigation.
investigation, survival, or nature, whichever of the 3 you would like.
Definitely
at advantage.
survival.
There you go. You got the ink sac. Quite
My
well.
ink sac.
You pull it right out of there. It's still leaking a little bit just because of the ink that it had blasted out, but you were able to just very deftly get your hands in there and just remove it. Pull a little bit of sashimi around the side of it. You pull this ink sac out, and you now have it. It's about the size of a softball. Pretty large.
Nice.
So, or should I say, a cantaloupe is probably more appropriately sized.
Okay.
But
Well, I doubt it would fit in my component pouch, but I'm gonna put it in my component pouch anyways.
No, it's mine. You can we can discuss this later. I found it.
I asked for it.
Yeah, you asked for it, and I grabbed it, and then you see me put it in my bag.
Oh, I'm gonna murder you at the end of the campaign.
for the ink sac of the octopus.
Does the cavern extend any further? Is there another tunnel, or does it end?
You can see. Let me find what I'm looking for here. You see that this in front of you, there seems to be about right here where you are. I'll move you back just a little bit. In front of you here, there is a lot of shall we say kelp, kind of making like almost this wall. And as you kind of investigate the kelp wall a little bit, you see. Let me get these the way that I need them to be. Hold, please. Boop. And you see that there is a tunnel leading further that way.
Okay.
You can
I'm
ignore
gonna
this
start-
because this is like above you and you can't
Wait,
see it.
before we go too much farther, I'm just gonna go take another breath from the
Yep.
pocket,
Absolutely.
and then I'll be good to go.
As you kind of look through it and swim through the kelp wall, you see that the tunnel rises a steep incline and contains a strong opposing current. And further along the seafloor, wreathed in seagrass, there seems to be a heavy stone tablet. So,
Huh.
Can I read it? Like, does it have rating on it, or is it like, what is it?
If you guys want to swim up there, to swim into about where it is, because it's about here. Let me draw a little cube. It is about. We're gonna put this little green one. It's like right here on the ground. So to get there, I will need you all to make athletics checks, please, to swim against the current. DC 15. Because this current is pushing you back pretty hard. Okay. Oh no, you can make your way through the current, no problem.
Making my way.
Yep.
I have a 16, so
All right. You also make.
I'm struggling a little bit.
You're struggling a little bit. You're remembering
But
what it was like to swim in that competition. You can't go that way. Don't go that way.
I
Go this way.
Didn't mean to. It wasn't letting me go past that.
Oh, that's weird. Well, it's that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Well, it's that way.
So,
When
yeah,
I make
I'm
it
gonna-
past the current,
What did you roll? 18. Yep. All of you except for Naf make it up to here.
We can
basically.
pull Nav.
You certainly can, if you would like. You can take advantage on an athletics check, or the three of you can just collectively, as a group, yank on the rope that he's tied to.
I'm
And
curious if Ono can just do it, but it mostly just because I think it would be funny, not for any like.
go ahead and
good
roll
purpose.
a athletics check. We'll say to pull him, just straight pull him against it. We'll say it's a DC 17 because you're pulling a creature against the current.
Cool. I want to try and do it by myself, guys. Nope.
You're trying. He's not going further away, but he's not getting any closer. You're holding him
Alright.
solid.
I like sigh and like wave someone over to help me.
Yeah. So we'll say if the three of you work together, you can definitely pull Naf through without a problem.
I'm gonna check out this tablet.
All right, cool. I'm just so you guys are all up here in the same spot. Here, I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna move you all up the tunnel a little bit. Okay. So you look at the tablet. It looks like it's covered in glyphs.
Interesting.
Are they in
current's still
Auckland?
go ahead and make a investigation check.
It's the most useless language, but I get it.
You can read some of it. Yeah. Some of it is not.
Oh, some of it's in Auckland.
Mhm.
What does the some of it say?
Strong current and stop.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna like try to like mime like current, stop, strong is what it said. It's like I'm trying to mime this out. I don't know if you want me to make like a performance check for that.
Sure, go ahead.
Dear God, it's not great.
You're
It's not great,
you're
guys.
trying.
Does any of the tablet seem to have glyphs in Druidic or Primordial?
Well, Aquan is a form of primordial, so yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have Aquan, Ignin, the air one, and the earth one. All of those are primordial sub-languages, but
Yeah.
nothing in Druidic.
All
But
right.
it does seem magical in a way. You just
Hmm.
you don't know quite what.
Does
But-
it have anything that looks like a picture as opposed to a glyph?
No,
Okay.
But-
does it have a glowing red button?
it does not.
Okay.
This is not the nuclear codes.
Only because I'm curious because we're underwater. Anything in deep speech?
No.
Okay.
You guys can push right past it if you want to and swim up into the next area if you want, or you can mess with the tablet.
How big is the tablet?
About the size of a notebook. Just like an A4 size notebook.
I'm gonna cast guidance
Okay.
on Greenie.
Okay.
why, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the tablet.
You just want to pick it up?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
as it is pretty solidly on the floor there. And you're also still fighting the resistance of
That's
the
true.
currents.
I'll try and pick it up.
You are trying to pick it up, but the resistance of the currents and the fact that it's embedded in the ground is not making for an easy time, and it does not budge.
All right. I say we just move on.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, go ahead and give me another athletics check to make your way through the rest of the
All
tunnel.
right, maybe we turn around.
I mean, she's going this way if you want to, or you can go back the other way. It's really up to you. Okay, 8, 15. Okay, 7. Ooh. Not good. 24. So Ono and Greenie, you guys without problem make it into this chamber. And if you two want to work together, you can pull the other two through, since you are attached to both of them via your ropes. So you guys can work together if you want to and pull them
Let's
through.
do it.
Cool. So we'll say that with the two of you working together and the two of you swimming, you guys can all make your way into here, through the current. And you see, as you kind of cross this barrier into this room, the current kind of is no longer as strong as it was. You see, however, that this tunnel opens into a smooth-walled cavern that appears to be a dead end.
I'd like to
Appears to
roll an
be.
insight check on this dead end.
Roll an insight check on the wall.
I mean, what I actually want to do is investigate it to see if I feel like that's, unless my insight is actually better, but like I don't know if that'll actually work.
You can roll perception or insight or investigation if you want.
I'll do perception.
Okay, 14. Okay, so you, with the 14, you notice that over, let me find the right space I'm looking for here. Make sure I find the right one. Alright, so you see that over here there is a exit. That is... You end up investigating this wall, and you see that there is a way past it.
Aha.
But you also see here there is some... Basically, if the rest of you want to roll investigation or perception, you can see if there's more stuff.
Guys, my insight check on the wall was successful.
It's a wall. I am rolling for shit tonight.
Okay. Yes, with the 18, as you guys are kind of investigating around and whatnot, you see that behind the kelp here, there is a small little cavern naft that you find, and in this cavern, there are 3 potions of healing.
Nice.
Cool, I'm gonna take all 3 and I'm willing to trade them for an ink sac.
Like right away? Like, is this? Are you making this exchange right now?
Hey, when we go topside, as you have said, I'm willing to exchange.
Yeah. No, that's what I want. That's what I want from this. Is a full on the top side exchange. Yes.
Okay.
I just wasn't sure if you meant like if you would actually do it right now. Cool.
We keep going.
It's up to you. Put your...
I mean, I absolutely would do it right now.
I mean, if you tried to gesture for it, like, I could be convinced.
I'm gonna swim my way over there as they're doing their trade. I can't move my... No, I can't move my
I
token.
don't even know where I'm supposed to be going.
Wham. I'll put you right there. There you go.
Oh.
There you go. You were
There,
just-
now I can.
You were in a little... I think you were just stuck in the wall. This cave has so many different dynamic lighting wall squiggles that it's pretty easy to get stuck in them. Yeah. So while you guys are trading, Naf and Ono, Greenie, you see Carrie kind of swim past. Are you just following? So you guys trade or are in the process of bargaining and trading, and then nod. Okay, cool. So you have 2 healing potions on you now, Ono, and Naf, you have 1, and a octopus ink sac. Specifically, just say it's a large octopus ink sac. So.
Cool.
All right, as you guys, Carrie and Greenie, as you guys start to swim this direction, you see that you can kind of push your way through this natural kelp wall here, and as you kind of push your way in, you see silvery light dances along the walls of this underwater cave. The water here is a little warmer, and a gentle current pulls you towards a crevice in the south wall that emits a shimmering golden light. Prowling around the cave's pillars is a massive shark, with a gold amulet hanging from the thick rope tied around the shark's body and a silver spear protruding from its side. And with all of you, the fact that it hasn't been super long since you left the topside, looking at this, you can see that this is what it is that you are looking for. This amulet that's hanging and swinging from this shark's neck.
I'm gonna talk to the shark,
Okay. Go for
and
it.
I'm gonna say, Cousin Shark, might we be permitted to help you?
Are you just trying to speak with animals?
Yep.
Okay. So as you kind of call out to it and the speared giant shark swims in your general direction, you can see that it can understand you,
Mm-hmm.
but go ahead and roll an insight check.
Sure.
With advantage.
Natural 20.
You can see that it is already under the effects of a magical spell, one which you more than likely know of, animal friendship. So something has already befriended this animal with charm-based magic, and as you call to it and it swims to you, let me see. You see that it opens up its mouth and starts snapping.
Okay.
It doesn't attack you immediately, but it's like snapping and swimming your general direction. So, let's do it. Initiative. Do it.
Does this guy look like, on a scary scale, more scary, less scary, or equally scary as the octopus?
Oh, well, I missized him. He should look like this.
I don't even see him. I still have walls blocking me.
He's, well, you don't actually know he's there yet. Oh no, you can't see him.
You know, I can't see him, so you're right, I know nothing.
Rolled an 18. It has a -1, so you're gonna go before it, Carrie. We're just gonna put 18, 21. Naf is in, Carrie's in, Ono's in, and Greenie, 19. Okay, got it. Alright. Cool, Greenie, you are first. You see this huge, speared, giant shark.
Yeah, when it starts chomping at us, I'm gonna
So now, okay.
immediately cast Dissonant Whispers on it. Just
Ooh.
trying to get it back up.
Alright, that's what a wisdom save?
Oh fuck, I don't have D&D Beyond, god damn it.
I think it's a wisdom save.
Yeah, DC 15 wisdom.
Okay. Roll 12.
Nice.
So it takes 3d, so it takes 13 damage. And it has to swim away immediately, right?
Yeah, swims away.
50 feet. So it's just gonna go wham! Basically, as far over that way as it can go. To which is to the edge of the cave.
Sweet.
So, alright. You still have 15 more feet of movement. You have what, 30 feet of movement total?
Yeah.
Alright, so you have 10 more feet of movement. Because you have half swimming. So.
I'll just move here. Actually, can I see what's up with this light here? Is that something?
That is something. You can see that there is light emitting from a crevice in that south wall. but you can use your action next time around if you want to try and investigate it. But you can definitely see that there's like a crack in the wall and there's light kind of coming out.
It's an action? That's crazy.
All right, Carrie.
I'm gonna like try to catch everybody's eye and make gestures like taking the spear out, you know, like gesturing at my own side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and swim to the shark, right up to the shark.
All right, so
Let's see.
You don't have the swimming speed, correct? You just have the extra movement.
Right.
All right, so you have 20 feet of movement, so you can get as close as you can get to that.
I'm gonna get right to
Huge.
there.
This thing's big.
Yeah, it is. And let's see if there's anything. Can I see if, like, yes, I know it's got a spear in it, but does it look like a fresh wound or like the spear's been in there a while?
The spear looks magical in a way. It doesn't look like it actually is doing damage to it. It looks more of like it is placed there.
Okay.
It looks like it is dislodgeable. It looks like
Okay.
it's probably imbuing it with something, some type of magic.
Okay.
So
Okay. Let me just check one thing.
you see that it is what is imbuing it, and then it does, like I said, it has the rope with the amulet that you're trying to get hanging from it too.
Right. Okay. So. Oh, nope. Don't want to do that. I would like to guiding bolt the spear.
Oh, okay. You can do that if you want to, or if you want to try and pull it out, you can also do that.
Am I close enough to
Yeah,
pull it out?
it's a huge
try?
it's a huge creature.
Oh,
I'll say
okay.
that
Well,
you can
then
try
by
and pull
all
it out.
means, I'm going to try to pull the spear out.
Okay. DC 13 athletics check.
This will go great. I'm going to guide myself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you pull it out.
19. We'll just, yeah, go with that. So, pulled out the spear.
And you see that the light that it was emitting kind of fades. It's no longer glowing bright light from it anymore.
Okay.
Now it looks like a
And-
regular shark.
And is the, when the spear comes out, does the wound look woundy?
Yeah, I mean it looks like a wound. It's not like actively bleeding or anything. It looks like it was magically inserted in there to imbue the
Okay,
shark with
I'm gonna
magic.
cast Healing Word on the shark.
So we'll say, because technically guidance is an action, and so is pulling that
Oh,
out.
you're right.
Yeah,
You're
we'll say
right.
that was your whole
Yep.
turn.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, this shark is no longer a speared giant shark. Now it's just, wait for it, giant shark. I changed its name, see. It's just giant shark now. So it's no longer glowing. And it is, however, going to try and bite you.
Okay.
You have all your normal hit points. Okay, cool. Here's its regular bite attack on you. 13 to hit.
Mm-mm. Yeah, 13 does not hit.
Yeah, it goes to chomp down on you, and you kind of like hold the spear up in the way, and it's just like chomping down on the spear with the thrashing about, and it has the rope and the medallion just thrashing in the air all around it. All right, that's the shark's turn. That would have been a really bad time.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 10s though. Now.
Okay, I'ma swim in. Oh, hello, big shark. I don't really have anything though. And I see this glowing light when I get closer.
Yeah, you see this glowing light emitting from this crack over by Greenie.
So I'm gonna come over here and I'll use my action to investigate it.
Okay, you see that there is, as you kind of look through, you see that there are basically on either side of this crack, it's like, as you kind of look a little bit, you can see that there's something through there, but you can also see that the edges are being, here, I'll just do this. You can see what you can see through there. You can see that there is shrubbery, a lot of light emitting from in there. that
We
there.
need to like move on the middle to see it.
Yeah, like right there.
Shrubbery.
Shrubbery. You can see that there is a passageway, and it looks to be that there is surface in there. It looks like you can kind of look up and you can see that there seems to be light emitting from something above water. So it kind of bends upward, but it looks very cramped. It does look like you would maybe be able to break the sides of these walls if something with enough force slammed into it.
With enough force slammed into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anything else in your turn?
That wasn't even my first thing. My first thing was immediately going to the thought of like video game tactics and have the shark slam into the wall.
Nope. Right there with you.
I would like mouth this if I could to Greenie, and then yeah, if it's my action to investigate, that's all I can do.
Okay. Oh no. You see everyone swim ahead of you into a chamber. Actually, hold on a minute. I want to check something because you may have been yeeted. Not yet. Nope. The rope's still nice and slack. You have not been yeeted yet. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I have no idea what I'm swimming into.
Nope. You don't.
So I'm just gonna swim forward a little bit. I think that was 10 feet, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Yep. That was like 5.
I mean,
we'll say.
Yeah, I see a shark over there. I see some friends over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% sure I know what's going on. But I think my gut reaction is just I think I'm just too scared to be angry yet at the moment.
Okay.
And I have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
Like I shouldn't even really be able to see this far because I don't have dark vision.
Well, there are lights in this room that are kind of emitting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the light that what you can see in this room, you can actually see as you kind of look around. You see there's like some bioluminescent algae in different spots that is kind of just like spiking up the room and making it a little bright. So.
How no, Carrie's all the way over there. I guess. Can I go another 10 feet and get up to Greenie and like try and be like, what's going on?
Yeah, you have like 15 feet of movement left.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna like poke Greenie
Okay.
in a questioning manner.
All right. So you basically get right there, and now you see everything. You see this giant shark with Carrie. You see this crack coming through this wall with Naf kind of miming towards it. Greenie.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't actually do an action. Like, should
correct.
would I be able to get the vibe that we're trying to break through this thing, and I could at least try?
Roll me an insight, sure. Yeah. You get that vibe. That
Okay.
you want to try
I
and
mean-
squeeze through there, but it's very, very tight.
Yeah, I guess logistically it would be so much better if I would rage, but am I angry? Am I angry?
That is up to you.
I don't feel like I'm angry yet. I think I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay, and I'm just gonna try and smash through it. What would that be?
We'll say you can go ahead and make a straight strength check. It's gonna be a high DC. We're gonna say it's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be.
no, I have very little faith.
We're gonna
this
say
does
it's gonna
anything.
be a DC 22. Almost.
Cool.
So, alright. So right now, it's a DC 22 trying to swing through the water, smashing this thing in. Greenie.
Cool.
Okay. So, can I tell what Naf's saying?
Yeah, you can kind of figure it out now that you've seen Ono swim over and try and break the wall.
Okay, can I try to wave them over this way to get out of the way? Because I'm trying to get this shark to ram it into video game tactics.
Sure,
That's the way.
you can try and swim and like kind of tell them
Honestly,
to
I
go.
don't even need to wave. I'll just can I just tell them to get out of the way?
Yeah, you can do that. And
Yeah.
then on their turns, they can move. or in reaction to. I'll say if you can manage to get the shark over here in whatever manner you're trying, they could use their reactions to get out the way.
Okay. I want to. I'm sorry. It's really annoying that I don't have D&D Beyond on
No,
this,
you're good.
but I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force on the shark, which is a DC 15 intelligence save, please.
Oh snap! This is not a smart shark. It's got a -5, guys. Well,
I
does
hope
it? Hold
not.
on. Let me ask you this: does that spell have a minimum intelligence?
It does not.
There is no minimal.
It,
All right.
no,
Good. Yeah, that's good. Because
no effect on undead or constructs. That's the only.
All right. It is neither of those. It's a big old thing. All right. So I rolled a 3.
Okay. So I want to make like a really fat, like giant swordfish right in front of this wall, and it has like a big wound on its side that's just like spilling out a ton of blood. Which it does also. The spell includes sound, temperature, and other stimuli, so it definitely smells like blood too for this shark.
Okay.
And I want to make it seem really injured and like it can barely move, but it sort of looks like it's trying to escape.
Okay. All right. So that's your last second level spell. Good. And it
Yeah.
goes. And all right.
And
So
another thing, I want to intentionally a swordfish so that if it does try to ram, it can try to stab and get that 1d6 psychic damage.
okay. Excellent.
Just saying.
All right. Cool. So anything you want to do with a bonus action or your movement?
I'm dipping. I'm out of here.
All right. And so this is only an image in its mind, correct?
Yes, only in the shark's head.
All right.
But I told the others to try to leave and get out of the way.
Okay. All right. So you're there with your movement. And as you said that, Carrie, you notice that the shark goes from like trying to focus on biting you. All of a sudden, its attention turns towards the wall down this way where you saw Greenie just swim away from and kind of trying to direct the other two out the way. And it's almost like it can smell blood in the water, like it's on the hunt now, and it's starting to lose interest in you. What do you want to do?
Ono and Naf are still there, right?
Mm-hmm. But you saw
And-
Greenie kind of try and tell them to move. So,
Did I?
I mean, we'll say as you turn and look over, you could, if they react to move, then yes, you will see them move.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna say I have this big shark in front of me. So tell me again, the shark has
It has
Has
a rope. What had the spear in it, and you pulled the spear out. So now you have this effectively a javelin in your hand.
Mhm.
And then it has a rope swinging around its neck with the thing that you were told to come and find hanging from it, just kind of floating there. The rope, it seems you could cut, or you could take, or you could try and just snatch it off its neck. But the shark's attention, it seems to have been pulled from you to something else.
That's what I would like to try to do, and if it seems to me like it would be more effective if I kind of got the javelin in between the shark and the rope to kind of yank it or break it, that's what I would like to try to do.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a attack with the javelin on the rope. It is a DC 20 plus your strength plus your proficiency for javelin stuff.
So that's a 7.
7. So that misses the rope. Or not so much that it misses, it's that you start cutting the rope, but the rope's
Mhm.
very, very thick and you're underwater and you're trying to do this very quickly and it's just not quite enough to break through the rope. Now if you want to try and use your ranged archer stuff, you can try that as well.
I would like to do that, yes, please. Definitely.
And I'll say that it's big enough that you could shoot at the rope without disadvantage, because you effectively gave yourself advantage by holding it,
Mhm.
and so you're just getting a straight roll, basically.
Gotcha. Okay. So, we're gonna try a ranged spell. So, this plus 6. That's 22 to hit.
Yes, that hits. Do your damage to the rope.
I will. Oh, nice.
Nice. As you try and cut through it with your javelin and realize it's not working, so you kind of like put the javelin under your arm and hold the rope up taut, and you just blast it with your druidic starry arrow. The rope breaks, and you see that the amulet falls free, of which I'll say as you're interacting with an object, you can swipe it out of the air. You can't pocket or anything yet, but you can swipe it before it hits the ground.
Love it.
And you have some movement if you want to take it, or you can hang out by this shark. It is up to you, but the shark's attention still seems to have been pulled.
I think what I will do is just kind of, like I imagine I had to drop a little bit to get the gem, so I want to just drop maybe about 5 feet more,
Yep.
so that the shark is like swimming over me essentially, and just look over towards my friends and see what's going on over there.
Okay, so I'm going to do one of these and see if I can make this work. Can I do -5? I can't do -5. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. We'll just do 0, 5. Oh, you can't put 0 apparently, but you can put 50. You're not 50. You're well, maybe you are. You're whatever. You're 5 feet under this shark. As you just kind of drop lower and you grab this amulet, the two of you, Naf and Ono, you see this shark has its attention immediately pulled towards all of you, and it's gonna go ahead and swim at full force directly at that crack behind you. If you guys want to use your reactions to dive out of the way, you are welcome to do so.
Yes. I'd go here.
Okay. Oh no.
Out of the way.
Which way are you following, Naf? Out the way. Oh no. Ha. I'm assuming she's gonna move over here as it bams into the wall. And it takes 1d6 psychic damage, I think.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so roll that damage. And then I'm gonna roll an athletics check for the giant shark at advantage because it swam full speed into the wall. It slams into the wall, and you see that it's starting to give way, but it did not break through. Like some of the rocks started cracking and tumbling down, but this giant shark did not make it through. And it's seeing as it bit down and it didn't get a hold of the giant swordfish. It's an action to try and investigate it, correct?
Yes.
All right, it's gonna try and rationalize why this swordfish didn't taste like a swordfish. It doesn't know, so you're still maintaining this phantasmal swordfish, and it's still trying to bite it. And effectively, in this giant shark's mind, as it's trying to bite, it's just kind of maneuvering just every time, like the guy with the fishing pole and the dollar that said, "I got a dollar, got a dollar." It's one of those things, and the swordfish just keeps like moving just out the way of its teeth, and you can see that this giant shark is getting very frustrated.
When you say that the shark is trying to rationalize it, I'm just imagining the shark like stroking its chin with its fin and going, "Now what manner of swordfish is it that disappears when I bite down on it?"
Mm-hmm. It's funny though.
I'm imagining it more doing like a think like poo, because I don't think it's quite that smart. It's a shark with very little brain.
It's doing a thing.
You back, Naf?
Oh, I didn't realize you called me. I was busy typing in Discord. Does it look like the shark's gonna continue its rampage on the wall for us?
It looks like it's gonna try and keep trying to eat this swordfish.
I will back up some more and let him do his thing.
Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No.
All right. Oh no, you see this giant shark is just swimming in circles trying to... It's attacking something, but you don't see anything there. It's just like snapping at open water. There's nothing there, but it doesn't seem to take notice of you per se. What do you want to do? Are you...
Is Ono muted?
Did she run away?
Sorry. I mean, okay. We want the thing on the rope.
I got it.
She already got
Oh,
it.
you got it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we have the thing that we came down here for, correct?
Correct.
Can I make a check to sort of see, like, if I feel like it's a reasonable assumption that we could take this shark, or that it's best if we try not to kill it?
You could 100% make that check with. Go ahead and make a perception or an insight, whichever you would prefer.
Slightly better at perception. Eh.
The shark looks like it had a spear in it, but I mean, it doesn't look like it's weak right now. It doesn't look like it's actively bleeding or really hurt.
Yeah,
you
like
could
none of us
probably take
really
it.
have tried to.
Yeah,
None of us have really tried to like hurt it much.
yeah. You could
Um.
100% probably take it. You don't know.
I mean, yeah, I'm also pretty scared of it still. I don't really understand what's going on. I don't know. I feel like shark fin soup is like a thing, and I kind of want that.
It's also highly illegal in a lot of places.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but
true.
is it illegal in Wildemount?
You know, I'm gonna say high is.
I mean,
Yes.
sharks are considered endangered.
It is considered illegal, but you know there are places that do it.
Oh, that makes like I feel like Oh No is good, or not good, but lawful, but like I feel like she'd be intrigued by like why it's illegal. I think my interest in wanting to cook with this is actually going to propel me into a food rage. And I'm gonna try and hit it.
All right.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage, and I'm going to just
Okay.
attempt to
All right.
stab it.
All right. You have a longsword, right? Or what are you using to attack it?
I think my javelin is my best
Yep.
underwater weapon.
That is true. All right. Go ahead and take some attackaroonies. Are you doing it recklessly or just normal?
Can I reckless yet? Is that the third level?
Yeah, I think you get
Oh,
it
that-
too. You can reckless attack, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Might as well. YOLO, right? I mean, it's probably gonna hit me if it hits anyway, because it's got like a +9 to. Attack.
It's got a pretty hard bite. That's true.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Oh yeah, that hits. 11. Okay. You stab it right into one of its fins, and it starts emitting some blood. And it's still snapping and waving its body around, trying to get whatever this thing is. It catches one black beady eye at you, but yeah, you don't seem to have its attention yet.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So at the top of this third round, Carrie, you seeing the shark no longer in your face and swimming away, you hear something else coming from this direction. And as you turn to look, you see that the other team has made their way, and they are here. And I'm gonna roll initiative for the other team.
Okay.
As they pop their way, and I gotta move them here so I can see all their names properly. Where's her? Oh, it's just Dex for her, and then this guy, Mr. Dermot Werder. Then you got Shagaroony Magoony over here.
I feel like Dermot Werder is the type of name that like Laura Bailey would immediately find a way to make fun of, or like
Dermot word. Dermot
like
word.
maybe not Laura, but just like in general, I feel like that group
Oh.
of people would just immediately find a way to make fun of that name,
Why
and
these
that would be
didn't-
very
oh,
sad.
These didn't go in because they weren't technically initiative rolls; they were just Dex rolls. But that's fine. Whatever. I can do it this way. 14.
See, you're talking about Laura Bailey making fun of names, and I see Irvin Wastewalker, and my mind just immediately goes back to Pravon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it feels like a Pervon thing, even though I can't find a way to make it. But yeah, Irvon definitely sounds like Pervon.
All right. They have a +2, but I'm gonna say that you're gonna go before them, and then he'll go before the shark. So, 0.01. So you saw them come up here, Carrie, but Greenie, it is your turn. And if you have, yeah, you see one person kind of make their way in a little bit. Yeah, you start to see the front of one of the competitors making their way in while the shark is still flailing away. What you want to do?
You know, it's sort of. First off, can my swordfish stab the shark again?
Oh, is that
For
on your
that
turn
one
it makes
d6?
that? Or is it on its turn? It makes the save, right?
It doesn't specify. It just. No, Oh no! Each round on your turn, the phantasmal force can deal 1d6
okay.
damage.
It just does it. It doesn't have to make a save.
No.
Cool.
The
Yeah.
only save is when it
What it's
uses
trying to
its
figure it out.
actions and just heal.
Absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead and make that d6.
Cool. Thank you.
2 psychic damage.
Yeah. And I guess it'll just keep on like swimming around
Okay.
to keep its attention.
Yep. Anything else in your turn?
Could I actually move, like make the swordfish swim over to the other team? I don't think this show talks about anything about moving the illusion.
I love you so much right now.
I'm gonna say no, only because if you were an illusion wizard, I'd 100% let you do it, because I think that's something they can actually do later. But I'm gonna say it's kind of stuck where it is right now.
You could always drop the spell and recast.
He doesn't have any second level
I
slots
don't.
left.
That's
So,
Such a good idea, though.
Okay, well, if that's the case, could I keep it moving in the 10-foot cube that
Oh, yeah.
it takes up?
oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Does the other team have any way of knowing that the shark had the thing that we were looking for?
Nope. You got there.
Like-
you got there right before they did.
Oh.
You literally got there like 30 seconds before they did. So they don't know that it was on the shark. They just know that it's somewhere and they're looking for it. So, you know. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna swim up over here.
15 feet. That's all
That's
your movement for swimming.
15.
Yep.
Oh, I can see them. Oh, yes. Okay.
So you can
I'm
only
going
move
to.
here with you can only move there with your 15 of swim speed, because it's half your regular, so you can get to right there.
But don't I have long strider? I got long
then
strider.
yeah, you're right there. Yep.
Yes. Okay. I am going to once again send ripples through the water with my dragon fear scream. So I need all of them to make a DC 15 save.
You're gonna
Wisdom.
try and scare them away.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna try to get them away from here.
They need wisdom
Love
saves,
it.
you said?
Yeah.
All right.
DC 15.
So
And
here's
they are frightened until they take any damage.
all right. So here's the Water Ganassi Ranger. 19. She passes.
Okay.
Then you have Dermot, who has a +5 to wisdom. Who has 22. Then you have
Okay.
this next person, which is Irvin, who is not super wise.
Okay. I mean,
and then you,
come on, man.
and then you have Galsariad, with a +4 to her wisdom. Apparently, she's afraid though. She's at the back.
I got one.
And
I got
skirt,
one.
And skirt, yeah.
Okay, she's frightened for a minute or until she takes damage.
Okay. So she just can't move closer to you. I must spend her turn moving away. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Carrie.
So I see them, and I see Ona over there fighting the shark for whatever reason. I'm going to... So I can go 20 feet on my move, right? And then I'm going to take my bonus action to move 20 more, yeah?
You can't dash as a bonus action unless you're a rogue.
Oh, unless what?
Unless you're a rogue. Or monk.
Oh, I thought
It's an
I
action
thought
to
anybody
dash.
can do that.
Nope.
Okay.
Just those two.
Okay, well, I will be right here then and have my back sort of to that other team.
Mhm.
Whether they can see me or not, I don't know, but I'm gonna stuff the amulet down into my shirt.
Okay. Cool. We'll say you could do that as your object interaction, so you still have your
Okay.
action and your bonus action if you want to do anything with it.
I just want to move.
Alright, yeah, you can use your action to dash more if you want.
Yeah,
or you can
that's
hang out there.
what I meant. That's
Okay.
what I meant
Yeah,
earlier.
cool.
So yeah,
Alright.
so I can go 20 more,
Yeah, if you want to.
and I am yanking on the rope.
Okay. Well, let's see how much of the rope you actually have that you're yanking. It's like 30 feet. So there's still a 20-foot slack in the rope right now.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Alright.
fine.
So
Would
it
she,
is.
I don't know if this is asking for too much on her turn, but like, would she be able to, if she wanted to, try to make it, like, communicate that she's trying to pull it, or not?
I would say that you can pull an additional 10 feet of that rope and just make it like 10 feet worth of slack. So it's still a little loose, but you're getting there.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm gonna keep swimming, so
Okay. Cool. All right. So,
that's my turn.
all right. So Irvin Wastewalker is going to use his action and movement, and he is going to dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he pulls out 2 daggers, and he looks like he has eyes on the shark. This giant shark is going to try to attack this swordfish again, but I'm gonna say he's gonna make an intelligence check just to see if he can even figure out it's fake, which he doesn't, because he has a 0. So he's still just fighting and slamming into this wall.
Oh yeah.
I'll say, we'll do because he's kind of just like flailing around, so I'll do an athletics check at disadvantage, as he's not necessarily slamming into the wall per se, he's flailing up against it and around it, so we'll see if he breaks that 22. He got a 16, unfortunately, but the wall is still starting to crack a little bit, and you see a little bit more if the light is coming through. You see that this character cannot move any closer to you, Greenie, as are they in your line of sight? They can see you, so they're gonna move 10, 15, 20, 25. They've run away, at least for now. Naf, it is your turn. What you doing, Naf?
I realized I just muted myself.
Mm.
So Naf sees the other group. He used to be a pretty competitive kid, having 8 other siblings. So he is now actually full-blown, like, party help mode. He wants to win this. So I have a very specific plan. I'm going to take out my dagger, and I'm going to cut the rope that's tied to me.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab onto the rope between Ono and Carrie and follow it out this way. So I'm cutting my end of the attachment to Greenie, and I'm using their rope as like following.
Okay.
And I want to
Escort,
get
yes.
I want to get to Carrie, and I want to mouth like give me the amulet. I have a plan.
And we'll see how Carrie reacts on Carrie's turn.
Yes.
All right.
Actually, if I could move more, I would.
Yeah, you have your
want
whole
to move
movement
in
because you have
front.
swim speed. So.
Yeah,
All right,
I would move
so
in
you would-
front.
All right. Cool. So it is Ayo Jabe's turn. So Ayo Jabe.
Ew.
Ayo is gonna go ahead and swim just 15 feet. She sees the giant shark, and she sees that you're fighting it. So she is going to take 2 longbow attacks at it. So here's your first one and your second one. And wow, both of those miss. Just whoo. She shoots and they stick into the rocks past the shark, but don't do any damage to the shark. And that is that is her turn. Oh no, it is your turn. You still got this shark flailing around.
I really want that soup, man.
Go for it. Keep attacking.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that
think
hits.
to do reckless, so I'm just gonna accept that.
It hits. For 7. Okay. You are hunking away at this thing. Is that your
Don't worry, it'll just take another like 10 rounds to make sense in it.
That is okay. Alright. That your turn?
I don't think I can do anything else on a bonus action.
Alright, I'm gonna put 8 because that's how many more rounds of rage you have. Alright, so Dermot Werder, 5, 10, 15 is gonna swim there. And then it's 35 feet. Oh, yeah. So
Dermot Werder.
Dermot Werder. He is gonna go ahead. He can't reach with his Warhammer, but he does hold his Warhammer up in the air. He like brings it down, almost like Thor bringing down a lightning bolt, and he casts Searing Wrath, which is a ranged spell attack. For 16, which does hit, and you see it does 10 radiant damage, and the blackness of the giant shark's eyes seems to gray over as this radiant light hits it, and it seems to be blind. So this thing is blinded until its next turn, or until the end of its next turn. Man, Searing Wrath's really good. Greenie, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do my. First off,
You damage.
nah.
You psychic damage
not
from your thing, right?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that just yet.
Alright.
First off, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. So it's not a concentration spell, by the way. Minor Illusion.
Cool.
I'm going to make the. Wait, hold on. Do we have a roof? Is there a roof here?
There is a ceiling, yes. It is 15 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna make the amulet that was on the shark be like it's hanging off of the roof.
You did not see the amulet. You don't know what it looks like. Well, I mean, I guess you have the description based on how they told you, so you could go by that.
Okay. I'm gonna
They
make
don't know
up.
what it looks like either.
Well, I guess you
I'll
all have
make
the
up
same
some
description. So
random
yeah,
thing,
you could use the description you were given. You know what you're looking
I'll,
for.
I'll try my best to do the most accurate description.
Okay.
I'm gonna put on like this really scared look now that my teammates ran away, and I'm gonna
Okay.
telepathically talk to this dude.
Who, Dermot?
And I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna be. I just want to survive. The amulet's on the roof. I'm getting out of here.
Okay.
I'm gonna swim 40 feet away,
Okay.
and I'm going to end my concentration on Phantasmal Force.
Oh. Alright. Okay.
Wait, oh no, you're still here?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I
Ono's
want that-
still there. Alright.
I'm here for
Oh.
the sharkfish,
Alright.
sharkfin soup, man.
You have ended your concentration on Phantasmal Force. Carrie.
God damn it! No.
You see that Naf requested you to give them the amulet.
So I'm actually Carrie's discovering that she is competitive.
Okay.
This has never happened before, but this whole day at the carnival or whatever. And she's seeing Naf like participating. So she's all in. She like, reaches into the boob pocket and gives Naf the amulet and makes gestures like go, go. And actually unties from the rope. And then I'm going to hold an action or hold my movement until Naf goes so that we can swim together since I have dark vision and he doesn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay a little bit behind just to, like block passage, but so that's my move. Oh, I'm gonna give Naf guidance.
Okay.
I like being guided.
Mm-hmm.
To answer your question, we'll figure not for this combat, but we'll figure out how we want to do it for next time because I don't think they're technically considered light weapons, but we'll figure it out.
No. Yeah. I like they're not technically, but I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Natural
we'll
weapons are weird.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do, just not for this.
I'm gonna
one.
continue to do what I'm doing
Yeah,
anyway for this fight
yeah.
because
Makes sense. All right, so it is Irvin Wastewalker's turn. Irvin sees that he knows what happened. He knows his party member, so he knows that the shark is blinded. So he's going to 5, 10, 15 swim over here. He's going to get 2 dagger attacks, and they will be at advantage because the guy is blinded. So here's the... I think I have to... Yeah, I'm going to click it twice. So 1. So natural 20 for the first one, and 15 for the second one. Both hit. So I'll do the second one's damage first, which is this plus this. So that's going to be 13 damage for the offhand dagger. And for the primary dagger, it's going to be... well, that's not good. So let's see. So we got 13 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus... He does 38 damage with 2 daggers. Just...
Yeah.
They look like they're tipped with some type of poison as when he stabs into the shark, like this green ooze just kind of fades off of him. Also, fun fact, his class in this is just humanoid. Human. He's just human. That's all he
His
is.
class is human.
His class is human.
When can I get to play the human class?
The giant shark no longer believes there to be a swordfish there. It's going to turn and try and bite at the thing that just stabbed it twice, but it will be at disadvantage because he is blinded. A 13 just hits him for 22 damage.
Jeez.
Big ol' bite. Alright, well, does the wizard get to make, are they just scared for a minute, or are they, the fear against you, Greenie, or do they get to make saves, or how's that work? Are they just frightened of you forever? Do you know how that works for your ability?
Forever and ever.
Let me see.
Every time we see them now.
Dragon fear.
Oh, let's see. For 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Repeating the saving throw. Okay, so basically, unless it takes damage, it's just scared for a minute. Cool. So they're just gonna keep running. Okay. So they're somewhere. You don't know where, but they're somewhere.
I saw something right here.
Naf, it's your turn.
Cool. So if Carrie's making the motions to help with guidance, I will, swim forward so that none of them can see me. And I remember my way out, but I will accept help as I kind of hold my arm out. And whether we can say they grab it or not on my turn, because I reach into my component pouch that I still had with me. And I rub the eyelash encasing Gub Arabic across myself as I take the amulet and I go invisible.
Ooh. Alright, cool. So you turn yourself invisible. I'm gonna make you a ninja.
And then whether me and Carrie are moving together, I will go...
I'll say that if you use your full movement, you can drag Carrie along for half of that. So basically if you want to go, you can use half your movement and take Carrie for half your movement total. So if you can only move 40, you guys can just both move 20 because you're just dragging her through water.
I did say that I was holding my move
That's
until...
Well, you still... What do you have? Like, what's your movement speed normally?
40.
Okay, yeah, so you could only move 20 anyway.
Well, and I have Long Strider on, too.
Yeah, so that makes it 40, right?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so half speed in the water would still make it 20. I'll say that you could both go 30. So, because Naf normally has 40 with swimming speed and Long Strider, so I'll say you can make up the difference and you can both go 30.
So, when I get here, can I let the current take me and wash me into the other room?
Sure, you can do that, and you can both basically say make it basically right here. I'm gonna move you to where you guys can go.
Nice.
Bam.
Nice.
Bam. You guys can get there, basically.
Solid. Okay, well that's the play then.
Cool.
Yep.
So as far as Ono and Greenie know, the others just like abandoned us.
Yep.
The others are following the mission.
The others are gone.
We got
I-
competitive.
I just want soup, man.
You just want soup. All right. Well, Ao is up. She sees what's happening. She's gonna go ahead and try and she's gonna move to here and take 2 longbow attacks at the big old shark. Not harpoon. One. Oh, they're at advantage too because it's blinded. So there's the first one. 18, and then
Longbow? Would they be at normal rolls because you're shooting a bow underwater?
no. Fun fact about ranged weapons: they are straight rolls unless they are even 1 centimeter outside of their normal range, and then they just instantly miss.
Huh.
So they can do everything normally until they're outside that range, and then they miss. So
Launching an arrow underwater, weird.
right, so she hits twice. 1, 2, for a grand total of 21. This shark is looking not great. Oh no. You have all your attacks at advantage because this thing is blinded.
Ooh, well, I mean by all we mean 1 because I don't have 2 light weapons to do the 2
Yes.
weapon fighting.
Yes.
So all 1 attack. It's. I mean, is it worth the potential, like, using a D12 instead of a D6 to like try to pull out my great axe and like reckless so that I still get the advantage, even after I have disadvantage? Wait, no, would that work, or do they cancel each other out?
They'd cancel each other out.
Damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna javelin.
Okay. So advantage javelin. There you go. There's your natural 20. So it'll be whatever you roll. Hey, look at that. So it's actually plus 6 instead of the 5. So that's 11 and 2. So 13. This thing is looking real beat. It's like on. It's in the front of. It's in like Death's hot tub. It's almost dead. It's floating in the hot tub of death.
Like maybe like
At the
Death's
curb.
boat?
It's at Death's curb, honking the horn.
It's in the hot tub. It's getting there. It can't drive. It's a shark. It has no legs. It's got to swim.
Yeah, but
there.
wouldn't who has a hot tub outside of their door? Like
Alright,
this
then
just
it's
doesn't.
in Death's sewage pipes. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
in its,
yeah.
It's in
Death's
its
moat.
toilet.
I like Death's
Being
moat.
ready to pop out of the toilet. What?
Yes, it is. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. That's all I got.
Okay. Alright. Dermot is gonna 5, 10, 15, get a little closer. He's just gonna repeat what he did. He cannot use his Warhammer because it is too close, too far. So he's going to try and Searing Wrath it. See if it can maintain the blindness, which he hit it, so it will. So 3 damage, and it's still blind. This thing is even closer to death than it was a second ago. Greenie, the shark is like not in a good way. You can see blood just pouring out of all of these wounds, and it's flailing hard this time. You know it's in the throes of death right now. What you want to do?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna back up over here, and I'm going to telepathically tell Ono, like, I think we should go now. Let's not stay any longer. And can I hold my action to dash away?
Sure, you can hold your action to dash when Ono's with you. Is that what I'm assuming is happening?
Yeah.
Okay. Carrie, you have an invisible NAF holding onto you. Actually, at this point too, your rope's more than 50 feet, so I'm wondering if it
He
would.
cut the rope.
I cut it. I took it off me. I didn't cut it, but I untied myself.
Cool. All right, so the rope's just floating.
Yep.
Cool. So you have an invisible NAF hanging onto your hand. So if you want to drag him along using your action and your movement, we'll say whatever your movement is in that total that you can just say move 10 feet less than that half is. So if your total's 80 and you can only move 40 in the water, we'll say that you guys can both just move 30 together.
Sorry, you cut out a little
Oh,
bit. I can.
Yeah, since
How
you,
far do you go?
if you want to dash with your action and make your total speed 80, since you're in the water, it would be 40.
Yes.
And I'll just say that because Naf is also hanging on to you, you guys can just both collectively move 30 together. Because I assume you're using each of your reactions to just move with each other.
Yeah, we're booking it.
Yeah, so I'll say that you can both just go 30 feet, but once you get to these tunnels, it's you can only, like, it's a single person thing. You can't be
Got it,
side by side.
yeah.
You gotta.
So what I'll do is I'll just get out of the way,
Here, we'll do this. So.
and I'm gonna
Ooh,
assume.
oh no, you're upside down. You're laying down.
That's fine. I'm doing the backstroke.
The backstroke. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright. Okay, that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Irvin, seeing this shark not looking great, is gonna go ahead and do what he did last time. He's just gonna take 2 stabs at advantage. 1, 2. If he even needs to. I'll do him anyway, just because. Yeah, so he's gonna get this one, this one, this one, this one. So the shark takes 10, 23 damage. And as this shark gets stabbed by two poison-filled daggers, Ono, you see that it flails even more as you're stabbing into the one side of it, the right-sided gills, with your javelin. You see Irvin kind of looks over at you, gives you an acknowledging nod, and with both of his poison-tipped daggers, stab into and upwards, one in the eye and one inside the left-sided gills, so that they kind of meet each other. And as this giant shark flails even more, it smashes into the wall and completely destroys it. And as it flails its way through the wall, you see that the golden light radiates even more from this area in here. This shark, I'm just going to move him over here because it is lay dead now. But combat, for the purposes of combat, is over as you see the shark swim and flail to its death. You see that Irvin and the gang, these two kind of swim up to Irvin and they're nodding. You don't know where the fourth one is, or the other one who was there. She's just swimming along somewhere. But yeah, so we are effectively out of combat for now. So you guys can tell me what you would like to do. As you see, this room is filled with even more golden light, and the three of them kind of look at you guys with interest because you guys were here first, but they also look over towards the room that is just emitting light.
I think me and Carrie are swimming out.
Yeah, you guys are swimming that way, so we'll go with Greenie and Ono first since you're over here with the three of them. What are you guys trying to do?
I would like to point at the shark and make like a eating it motion, or like like rubbing my tummy like motion, and then try to harvest something I can cook from this.
Okay, go ahead. And they just kind of nod and they acknowledge that's what you're doing as they see you. As you pull out a weapon first to do that, they kind of get on guard for a second, but then they see you swim down to the shark and start going for harvesting, and they kind of relax a little bit and realize that you're actually just trying to harvest something, even though you know they're judging you because, you know, shark fin soup is frowned upon. But, you know, what are you going to do?
We already killed it. At this point, it's just a waste not to.
That's true. Go ahead and roll me survival check at advantage. Cool. Yeah, you're able to get, we'll say, because of the damage that was done to it, you can get one fin. So.
I mean, one giant fin?
Yes, one very large fin.
Yeah, that's great. That is, I count that as a massive success.
Okay. The three of them start to maneuver their way towards this room full of lights. Are you doing anything with that, or are you guys gonna head back?
I would love to do something.
Okay.
First off, can I see what's in here, or is it literally just like this tiny?
It's still,
crack?
so I don't think there is. Well, actually, let's see if I can do it this way, because this smashed through. There you go. That's how much you can see through it, but then it smashed out. So you can see all of that as can they. So
And does there seem to be a leader of this group, or does it look to be mostly equal?
the Water Ganassi seems to be the leader. She was the front of the group as they were coming in, and she is the one who's pointing to go that way. So you would imagine that she is likely their leader.
Okay, then I'll telepathically speak to her. Thank you so much for coming. I can't believe our teammates sort of left us like that. We didn't know each other for very long, so it's sort of understandable, but man, they just left us to die.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but we have a job to complete, so if you don't mind, we're going to continue on this way. Good luck with your party.
Of course, you too. Is this a hold the ground right here?
This is so basically the way this looks is like you can see it. Think of it as like a tunnel that you can see arching up, and you can see light coming down from it, and you can see up in it, but that's kind of like a little place that you can get. It's like a little land area up there. Like if you were to swim to like basically right here, you could kind of see that it's a tunnel that goes up. So, and you can see the light
Is it
permeating down from it.
possible before my rage ends, if it hasn't already, to do one last smash attempt through here?
Through here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get to through the tunnel.
You can try and smash ahead of everyone if you want. The shark pretty much knocked the two walls out, but if you want to smash through there, you are welcome to.
Like we still can't get through, right?
Well, you can now because all the light that busted through, that you can see is more. The shark basically knocked the walls away. I just can't take them off the map. They're drawn in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so we can fit through now, right?
Yeah, you can. It's basically like the other hallways. It's 5 feet wide, so it's one character wide.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can force your way past them all if you want to. You have that.
Oh no,
ability.
I don't need to go through first. I just want to know what's in there.
Okay. All right. So while you guys are doing that.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you see that they're gonna go like this. So it's gonna be Ao first, and then Irvin, and then Dermot's gonna wait and let you two go ahead of him, and he's gonna come up the rear as to basically keep themselves protected, while at the same time like you have two, they have two, you have two, and then them. So we'll just do it this way. So I'm just gonna drag you guys all in there.
That sounds good to me.
All right, so I'm gonna put you guys all in here, and then we will kick over to the others who are still running. So you guys can run as far as you would like to run.
We're
basically,
swimming.
We're swimming and swimming.
I mean, I think we're just swimming up and out.
Okay.
Yep.
So
We're
Alright.
swimming.
So you
We're
guys
swimming.
are gonna swim up here, and you notice that there is a very large ogre standing in the way. Of which, Carrie, you recognize this ogre as the lady who arm wrestled with Ono just a few hours ago. You know this to be Maggie, and she stands there blocking your way. She is as large as she shows on the token, and she is filling the space.
He's standing in the water.
She is sitting.
Just like-
She's basically like just sitting and standing and blocking the entrance for anyone to get past, and she kind of holds her hands up. Not knowing that Naf is there, she's holding her hands up to you to basically stop. She like holds your hand up to stop, and then she gives you the old wag of the finger as in, no, it's not letting you get past. Because kind of looking at it, the way that she's holding herself, you assume that she was placed there as she is much too large to fit through any of these tunnels, bar where you guys are right now. Like, this looks like it was a squeeze for her to get through. And as you kind of look back, you see that they widen the tunnels somehow, probably using some magic spell. But they widened it enough for her to stand guard there. And it looks like she's basically been charged with standing there to not let anyone except her own group past.
Okay.
She doesn't.
Sure.
She doesn't look like she's aggressive or wants to fight you. She's just there, in the way.
Okay. And Naf was ahead of me, right?
Yeah, he's basically in the square ahead of you.
Is there room above her?
No.
That's what I'm wondering.
So the tunnels are basically tall enough for a medium to a large creature to stand in and walk through, whereas the chambers, like where the octopus was and where you fought the shark, those have 15 feet high ceilings. These effectively have like 5 to 10 foot. but this one being one of the smaller ones, so closer to like that 6 to 7 feet. So she's struggling to fit in here, but she's here.
So technically, if I swim up, could I be over Naf so that I am like hovering above Naf in the water?
You could be above Naf, and it would be a very, very tight squeeze for both of you. Naf
That's
would basically have
fine.
to like get down and either sit or be like on their belly in swimming position. But yeah,
That's
you can do that.
fine.
Yeah.
What if I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna give it a go. Can I angle Thunderwave, the cube of Thunderwave, so that it doesn't hit Naf?
Are you gonna try and hit her with Thunderwave?
That is correct.
You know what? Sure, I'm just gonna do this just so. This is basically where you're at. So
This probably won't work because she probably has a really high con, but
okay. And you're
gonna try it.
and you're basically angling it so it fills all of her space.
Mhm.
Okay. What is the con save?
It is a con 14.
Okay. So here's hers. 24. As you crack
Hit.
it down, you also hit someone else. You hear, kind of like, you know when you're trying to scream underwater? It sounds like that.
Mhm.
As you blast another creature. Wow, she rolled a natural 20. As you blast the other one who is, you can't quite see her yet. Well, I guess you can now. She's around the corner right there. The fear,
Okay.
she ran all the way back to me. She was halfway here, and she's like,
I
you know
was-
what?
I was
Screw it."
worried about that. I
Yeah,
was worried about
she,
that.
she made it back here, so they take half damage,
Okay.
right?
Half damage, correct.
Okay. All right. So and
Once
then
again, rolling for shit.
she looks very upset, and rather than immediately trying to fight you, she is just going to try and grapple you.
Okay.
Just trying to grapple you and hold you still. So it's going to be athletics versus athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer. So
I'll take acrobatics.
all right. She rolled wow. She rolled a 10. She
Fuck my
as you kind
life.
of swim up high and it releases thunder wave, she like grabs you by your wrist and ankle, just drags you to the ground and basically slams you into the ground and holds you there. Not so much
Ow.
like she's trying to avoid combat, so she's just
Sure.
piercing you there. While you guys are doing that, Naf, anything that you are doing while you see Carrie just get dragged through the water to the ground? Because you can't get past them. This is a very
yeah.
full hallway.
Yeah. Damn it. Can I'm going to like tap on Carrie and like make a motion of like tap on her and try and signify that I'm going to double back. Because we want to
You're
win this.
invisible, are you not?
Well, you
I
can
am.
feel him tapping. Go ahead. So I would imagine that you're like tapping on the shoulder and then just like pulling her
Pulling
cloak,
back.
maybe. Yeah. Go ahead and make a. What's your passive insight, Carrie?
My passive insight is 14.
I would say just the fact that you've just been dragged to the ground, you realize that it's Naf that's tapping on you, trying to get your attention for something, but seeing as you just got like shook basically,
Yeah.
you don't quite get what he's trying to convey to you, but you understand it's Naf trying to do something and putting two and two together. It's probably that he's gonna find another way. That would just be
Yeah.
like, you're not
I
unwise, so
Yeah. No, I think that I was feeling a little cocky, because we were like just jetting ahead and I didn't bother to think about counting the other team, so yeah.
I'm going to begin moving back.
okay, cool. So you can use your action and movement if you want and get you. Are you trying to go all 80 feet?
40. Yeah. Put me 80 feet back.
All right, so you're basically like right here, basically. All right. So as you start swimming back, leaving Carrie in the arms of Maggie, we're gonna go ahead and take a break real quick, and then we'll come back, and I will tell you what happens next.
It's fine. I like strong women.
Oh, yeah.
She is very much a very strong.
How
large
long is a
woman.
short
Yeah.
rest?
An hour. All right. Well, let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back.
Back in what, 10?
Yeah,
15?
yeah, 10 to 15. -ish.
Okay.
We'll make it work. All right.
All right.
Cool. Okay. So we are back. So Naf has just swam speedily back into the octopus chamber, and the other two of you, Greenie and Ono, you went with Ao, Irvin, and Dermot into this chamber. You see as you swim up through the tunnel, the watery environment gives way to a cavern dotted with trees and pools of water. The walls are covered in vines of green ivy interspersed with colorful flowers, and then part of the cavern is open to the sky. It seems like this tunnel went up quite high through the water itself, and so part of the ceiling is just open, and the light of the moon is shining down. In the middle of the cavern is a sphere of pale light surrounding a crystal pedestal upon which rests a golden pendant attached to a fine
God damn
gold
it.
chain. While
Did the other team notice this very obvious amulet?
everybody sees it,
Okay.
and Ao looks at you, and you guys are all above water now and can all speak openly. Says, well, you were here first. You can take it if you want. If not, I'll take it. And I will show you the picture of what it looks like so you can see. It is called the Jewel of Three Prayers, and it looks like this. So that's what you're looking at.
Really?
It's a vestige.
You guys ran away. You two don't see it, but Greenie and Ono do.
It's a vestige. We're level 3 and it's a vestige.
God, I want it.
No
Oh,
harm
God,
can
I
come
want
from
it.
that.
It's up to
Am
you.
I able to know that it's a message, or
No,
can I tell by
you,
looking at it?
You don't
Okay.
know. You have no
I
idea.
realize that, I mean, now I'm just thinking, it says moon stuff. I feel like there's only one person appropriate this should go to, if we end up with it.
Well, she looks at you and awaits your answer, Greenie. Oh no, you guys were here first. It's yours if you want it.
Yeah.
You're offering us to take it because we're here first?
As you look, you see that Dermot and Irvin are very unnerved at this, and you get the general sense of this room is dangerous. And everyone in the room can feel that whatever this is very powerful and likely very dangerous. So they're just very nervous. She goes, you won fair and square. You got here first, but
Okay.
I'll give you 3 seconds or I'm gonna take it. 3, 2.
How about you take it and we can
No.
discuss later? How about that?
Okay.
I looked
I'm
at
gonna
Ono
murder
hoping that I made the
Greenie.
right
She-
choice.
Okay. You said she can take it.
Wait, me can take it or she can take it?
He said
'Cause
he said she can take it, but if you want to snatch it first, she offered it to you guys
Oh,
first.
yeah, like when she says that she'll give us 3 seconds, I'm gonna wait till the second, and if Greenie's not going for it, Ono wants it just because it's shiny.
Okay. As she's counting down and gets 3, 2, and you see her hands start to rise, and Greenie, you seem to not be taking any movement towards it. Ono just, like a cat, just snatches it off the pedestal. And as
I'm ready for this.
you as you reach out and grab it, where's what I'm looking for? Give it to me. Hold, please. I need to find something specific. Where did it go? Here we go. As you reach out and grab it, you guys see that the light around the pedestal fades as all of you just collapse. The light around the pedestal fades as a spectral figure in the form of a male human rises from the amulet. He's dressed in leather armor and a tattered red cape and wears a shield. His face is framed by curly brown hair and bears a melancholic expression. He pleads, "I am imprisoned. Please help me." Suddenly, for all 4 of you, the ground vanishes beneath your feet and you fall, tumbling through a vortex of golden light. You fall deeper, 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 and then suddenly stop. The golden light subsides, and you find yourself suspended in a pitch black expanse. You feel water buoying you. A vermilion light appears in the distance, illuminating the melancholy warrior, who is shackled to the ground by disgusting strands of a fleshy crimson substance. He raises his gaze to the heavens and, sobbing, chokes out, "Moonweaver, I beg of you. Guide those with the power to save me to the site where I first prayed to you." He looks around and his eyes settle on you. "Oh gods, there you are. My name is Elixion. I'm lost in darkness. Long ago, I prayed to the Changebringer in the heart of a temple of evil. I beg you, take my jewel and..." You feel consciousness leaving you as if the pressure of the water were crushing the life out of you. Elixion's voice is the last thing you hear before you all completely pass out. And the voice in the back of your head still kind of ringing, "Save me, please." And you all, boom, completely black out. You guys, for a minute, and what feels like much longer than that, you eventually find yourselves being shaken awake. The 2 of you, by Dermot, Ao, and Irvin. Carrie, you are awoken in the arms of Maggie. And Naf, you see that Galsariad has...
Oh, we all blacked out, just not the
yeah,
people
all
in the
of
room.
You, all of you
Oh,
blacked out.
okay. I was like, hey, can I go swim back to them? No, we all blacked
you
out.
all blacked out and fell unconscious, and you find yourself at the
Oh God,
bottom
is he
of this
invisible?
pit, beside this giant octopus, and you see that your invisibility had fell because you fell unconscious, and this
Oh, okay.
other magician came and found you, and awoke you from the pit of the giant octopus. You guys all wake up to being roused by these rivals. Though they didn't have the same vision as you, they kind of look at you curiously, like they felt a surge of something permeating through the entirety of the underwater cavern.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did our entire party get the vision, or just those two?
Your whole party got the vision.
Okay, I was so confused that for all of that, I thought it was just the 2 who were in the room.
It's your whole party got the vision.
I did too.
Yeah, because of that, I like blanked on everything you said, so I'm gonna need that in writing at some point.
There you go.
Oh my god, it's in writing.
That's
When
what you all saw.
when we wake up, do I still have the thing that I took or not?
Yes. You have it on your person. They did not rob you or take anything from you.
You know what? These guys, we can all speak out here, right?
Those of you in this room here, where Ono and Greenie, where you guys are, yeah, because you guys are above water, because your tunnel kind of took you up.
I would just like to express that, like, when we get out there, I am making them the best soup. Like, they are. I want to invite them for dinner.
They kind of nod like, okay. The three in this room are much more concerned with the energy that erupted as they felt this from like the epicenter. Those further away still felt it of their party. They still felt it, but not quite as strongly as the 3 who were in the room with you when you just yeeted it off of the counter. But
Wait, would we not have known what was going on if they picked it up first? Oh
nope,
boy!
you would not have had the vision.
God, again, sorry, not sorry.
But they, like I said, they wake you up, and then Maggie, who is holding you, Carrie, wakes you up and looks at you and goes, "Huh, did you guys not collect the amulet? Well, she tries to say that, but she kind of blah, 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 in the water. That's what it sounds like to you. But you see Naf, it's still in your pocket, but this other wizard wakes you up and kind of directs you to come with her to where Maggie and Carrie is. And you see at this point, Carrie, Maggie has kind of gone back here and drug you with her just so you're not necessarily blocking that way, so you can actually lay out.
Naf would follow because Naf wants out.
Yep. So they bring you here, and then some time goes by, and you all eventually make your way to the entrance. And once you are all above
Wait,
water,
was there anything else in the room? Sorry,
No.
we
Nope.
didn't.
that's it.
Okay, cool. I was like, I feel like we said we wanted to look around, and I couldn't remember
That's
if there
all
was.
that was in
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So you guys
Cool.
grab what was in there. You guys eventually swim and make your way back through the tunnel. Did you want to, just out of curiosity, did you want to swim back the same way you went, or did you want to swim the way that they came?
I feel like I'm a bit shell shocked, so I would go whichever way Greenie went.
I would follow. Are they following us, or are we following them?
It's kind of whoever wants to take the lead, but Ao, if no one else takes the lead, Ao is going to take the lead and lead you out.
I'll follow her. She's been so nice to.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys the whole map because at this
Oh
point.
wait, can I make an insight check on Ao? Like my current vibes are that I love this like reasonable person, but like I don't. Do I trust her?
Go ahead and make an insight check. She seems like a perfectly trustworthy person.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if she sees
Okay.
that you guys are recovering, and she's gonna tell Irvin and Dermot to kind of assist in making sure you guys stay safe as you swim out, and she'll lead you back the way that they came. And then I hit the wrong button. I'm gonna do this so you guys can see the whole map. Let's go with. I'm gonna turn off dynamic lighting. You should be able to see the whole map.
Oh.
So basically what's going to happen is she's going to lead you guys up through here, and then down through here, up through here, and this way. So you guys just took this route.
So we took the hard route?
Yeah, basically. There was, I will tell you, they ended up fighting them, but you had in here a swarm of quippers. That's all. Was there a swarm of quippers? Either way, you would have got
so
the
we
start.
took the hard route.
But I will say that you guys, as you make it through, the two of you who are kind of just you're following them, you find a little, where is it? In this section, you kind of look down this edge here, and you find, just because of your magical intuition, Greenie, you find that there is a spell scroll of Thunderwave down there. So you got yourself a spell scroll of Thunderwave.
There was money that somebody collected earlier,
Yeah,
right?
57 silver pieces.
Okay, cool.
You got
we'll
that.
divide that later,
Yep,
presumably.
and
or
you
we
got
won't.
8.
Will we divide the health potions too?
Yep, and 8 marble-sized pellets of dust of dryness, which have 15.
I mean, to be fair, I already divided 2 health potions for an ink sac.
But you guys eventually get back to
We will discuss dividing my vestas of divergence.
you guys make it back to the entrance of the cave after about 45-50 minutes, and you can start to feel the wanings of the magic of the potion starting to fade. You guys make it back up to Jigao, right here. And as you guys make it out, let me turn up your festival music. Yeah, festival.
Naf, when Naf gets out, he'd probably get out and just immediately lay down on his back.
Yeah. So you guys retrieved the specific thing you were trying to retrieve, which was the Emerald Eye. You see that once you guys make it out,
Wait a minute, so my thing was the real thing?
Yeah.
And then there was just a vestige?
Yep.
Right.
Oh my god, I'm a champion. I don't lay down on my back. I get up there and I'm like roaring in happiness.
So you guys hand
Like-
over the Emerald Eye, and you see that your rival party, they congratulate you guys on a race well run. And as you present the Emerald Eye to Elder Ushru, he declares you the winners of this year's Festival of Merit, and you see the whole crowd, as his voice booms over them, erupts with applause and yelling and whooping. And as the folks of Jigao begin to settle down and turn in for the night, he asks you guys to hand over the Emerald Eye, which was the goal of the job, and he gives you a total of 100 gold pieces worth a 100 gold piece reward and an invitation to stay the night at the Unbroken Tusk Inn, free of charge.
Each or total for the gold?
Total.
Okay. I would also hand back the ornate or the simple medallion that I was given from Carrie back to Carrie. The used up medallion.
Yeah, the magic is gone, but it is a nice medallion.
Yeah, I'll put it back on my charm bracelet. I'm going to, because I still have the spear that I took out of the shark.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like stab it in the ground right in front of his feet, and just lean forward and say softly, "Anyone involving innocent animals in a contest is contemptible." And I'm just gonna turn my back on him and walk
And in the
off.
background, you just hear Naf shouting out like, "We won!"
This was what the guy looked like in the vision.
So I give
I-
everybody 14 silver and 2 each of these pellets, and I tell them what I think they are.
I would like to ask the other, like the opposing team, where they're staying for the night, so that I can invite them over for soup.
They let you know that they are also going to be staying at the Unbroken Tusk Inn.
Great. I will have to deal with the social anxiety of asking the cook to let me cook in their kitchen, but like, I would like to invite them. I would like to thank them for their kindness and sportsmanship, and invite them for dinner.
Wouldn't that just be 25 each because there's 4 of you and there's 100 gold?
Dude, I don't fucking know math.
Well, that's what the math is.
I got there eventually. I can do basic addition up to like normal numbers. I don't know.
Okay, if there wasn't this little thing called a quarter that's worth 25 cents, I'd be less concerned. But like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know quarters and change at all. I know dollars.
That's fair.
Look, I
I
have
dropped
math.
out of school.
I have math
Well-
dyslexia. I'm right with you, friend.
I dropped out, and math was my worst subject. So
There you go. But as you guys, you see that he offers, as a consolation prize, he also offers a night at the Unbroken Tusk Inn, free of charge to the party, to your competitive party as well. So all of you will be staying there free of charge. And you guys got the 100 gold to split between you. And you see that he acts kind of strange towards you, in a way, in that he notices that something's different, but he kind of lets it be for now. And as the night proceeds, you guys are able to do whatever you would like for the rest of the night.
does this inn have stables for Tendon?
Yes.
Okay, that's important to me. Tendon has to be taken care of.
Yeah. So, you good?
Sorry, I just tried to breathe lemonade. Don't breathe
Oh,
lemonade.
don't breathe lemonade. That's sour. Sour breathing. Oh, 2 pellets of soaked dusted dryness. Okay.
Anything you guys wish to do for the rest of the night other than making soup, hanging out, spending time?
I think
Sorry, you go. You go. I'm dying.
still residual sour breath.
Yep.
I think Naf is honestly like really excited at winning this. You know, he throws his cloak back on kind of nonchalantly without even paying attention to the most likely, you know, the bandages on his arm probably fell off in the water somewhere. so he's not even paying attention to that, but he just throws his cloak on, his backpack on, and honestly, really excitedly, he'd invite everyone to head to that tavern and have drinks.
Okay. So as you make your way to have drinks, you see the whole tavern to open to you. As you approach the cook to make soup for everyone, they offer to be your sous chef if you need assistance. Otherwise, the kitchen is yours. What do you do? Oh no, with the pendant.
Oh God. Like I probably like keep it in a place, like keep it in a pocket where like I can constantly keep checking that it's there. But that's also like out of vision.
Mm.
And like when nobody's there, I probably, or like if I'm only with my party, I might take it out and look at it. But otherwise, I'm just like not acknowledging it beyond just like making sure I still have it.
Okay. As
I don't
the
know what it is. I just know it's shiny and that I got a terrifying vision from it.
as the night winds down and the rival party goes to take their leave to retire to bed for the evening, and the bar kind of just slows down for the night in general. You guys are kind of left alone um, as the townsfolk want you to enjoy your win. But you also have you've had this shared vision between the four of you.
And none of us know that it was shared, right? Like
Not
Ono's
till-
just
yeah,
currently
not till you
having a
talk about it.
crisis
Yeah,
by herself right now.
correct.
Ooh,
Cool.
I
She puts everything into this cooking and just like uses it as therapy.
just to be clear here, those deities are gods, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, Naf hates the gods.
You guys all kind of find yourself alone in the bar at the later hours of the evening. Is there anything in particular you wish to do?
Oh
Or
hell
do you wish to
yes.
go to bed? Go on. You all had the same vision.
Yeah,
You don't know that you've
absolutely.
had this vision yet, but go on.
So I'm going to lean forward and say, I think that was quite well done as a team. However, as Naf and I went towards the end, I passed out. The other team helped, but I saw a very bad dream. Did this happen? We were spread out, you know. We were so spread out. But did this happen to anyone else?
Oh, is it just us right now in wherever we are?
Yeah, it's just the four of you in the main premise of the tavern. Everyone else is kind of cleared out. The bartender's kind of cleaning up and doing their side work, but they're leaving you guys to just have some time away from the crowd that you've had for the majority of the day. Just kind of time to be alone and well as a group.
Yeah.
You did you see a man asking for help?
Yeah, I saw that.
What? I don't understand. I thought that was from me. I mean, and like I look at Greenie, who was with me and saw me, take the 3, 2, 1 on that, and I pull it out and I say, well, I think it happened because I took this. And I don't really know what it is, but I don't know. It feels they're cool. They're something.
So you pull out the amulet.
Yep.
Can I, Mr. DM, do an Arcana check?
Sure.
and you can say no, but I would like to attempt at least to argue advantage due to what I used to be a part of and what these things were related to.
I say no because you weren't that deep in there.
Okay, that's fair. Boom! That's still really good.
That is really good. You know that. What specifically are you trying to get out of it, first of all, with this Arcana check? Because it's not gonna. Arcana will not just tell you what it is,
Yeah.
but what it has been for, that you need to identify to give more information. But what is it you're specifically trying to glean?
I guess I'm trying to just get the the vibe check, of this item. Does this seem like just Ona holding it in her hands? Does it seem is it giving off powerful vibes, like more so than a +1 dagger would? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense. This item is magical. It does not feel any more magical than something equivalent to like a +1 dagger or a like a cloak of defense. It feels on par with that, but also kind of focusing your arcane magics into it. This item seems to have some potential, maybe. You've never quite seen an item that has the potential to grow or have the potential to evolve, but this thing feels like it has an untapped resource somewhere in it somehow. That something could change it, you're not quite sure, but this feels like what you're feeling right now is not all that there is to this item.
Okay, so it's Transformers more than meets the eye.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep that knowledge banked. I mean, I know we all have seen the item. Out of character, we all know what it is, but in character, I'm gonna keep that knowledge banked.
Cool. All right.
So, how did you get this? I did not see what happened. Did you not see that I got the amulet?
Well, we went into the place with the light, and well, it was there, and then the nice lady said that Greenie could take it, and he wasn't doing it, and I don't know, I wanted it, thought it would be cool, and I think that's what triggered the vision that we all got. So I guess it's my fault. I'm sorry about that, but I want to keep it. I don't. Do you think it's safe? I look up at anyone who was taking a look at it. Like, does it have vibes that make it sound super terrible? Otherwise, I'm gonna try to attune to it.
It doesn't really have any recognizable symbols of any of those gods on it, does it?
Nope.
When I'm looking at it here, yeah.
Nope, it does not.
I would have taken it too. It is very beautiful. But
Would we? Sorry, go.
it does seem that the timing, the timing seems that this is the vision.
When we all got this vision, would we all have known who these gods that were spoken about were? I mean, clearly Carrie knows the Moonweaver.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't the Moonweaver. Well, you didn't see the Moonweaver, but he did talk about them. But, let me look through this here. Yeah, he begged to them, but you...
Changebringer.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you guys have all heard of the gods, the ones that they mentioned. I mean, it's not... They're very commonplace in Exandria. The gods are not few and far between. There's a lot of them, so it's likely that you've heard about many of them, if not all of them. Whether or not you know a lot about them is really up to how religious your character is and if they follow a specific one of them. But, I mean, you know who they are. This Elixian, however, you don't.
That's what I was just going to ask.
Yeah, that's not a name.
Is that like a well-known thing?
No, that's not a name that you have specifically heard. So,
Mhm.
Out of character, I just want to say this reminds me of Fenthras.
Mhm.
I think at the table, in response to Ono asking if there were anything about it, Naf would say, "Oh, it's magical, that's for sure," and then take a swig of his drink, and then kind of under his breath say, "But I don't trust the gods enough to bring that around."
I beg your pardon. You do not trust the gods to what?
I just, the gods, they aren't to be trusted.
Well,
It
gods
seems
are
that
kind of
thing
like
is
people in
connected
that
to
way
them.
sometimes.
That is often true, yes. I cannot argue with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna if nobody is telling me that it's actively dangerous, and if nobody is actively trying to vie for it, I'm gonna attune to it during this time where we're kind of chilling and drinking and
I
resting.
would suggest perhaps we find a cleric who might know more about it than we do. Given the would you say serious of the vision? Perhaps we should research. I did feel pity for this man.
You know, do everything. We should definitely do everything that you were talking about. But I mean, like, we did sort of just win a competition. How about tonight we just like, have some fun and loosen up a bit, and we could worry about all of this tomorrow morning or something.
Oh, of course, I agree, and it has been. I have never played games. It has been a very interesting day.
It's been pretty fun, right?
Yes.
It's especially nice when it's nice when the other team actually has good sportsmanship. That's
Indeed.
that felt nice, yeah.
By the way, can I retcon that I bought the other team a drink?
sure.
Like a round of drinks
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Did they have any comments on my soup? Like, did they judge? Did anybody judge me for making shark soup?
They
Did I have to do it in secret?
they felt not happy about it, but it was good soup. Actually, I'm gonna see if it's high, they were openly not judgy about it. But if this is a low roll on the D100, the lower it is, the more disgusted they are about it. But they will put on a brave face for you. They you can tell that they probably aren't gonna report you to the police, but also don't really want to talk shark fin soup again. But they appreciate the effort that you put into it as a thank you to them, and it's good soup. So.
If possible, I don't know logistically if this does anything, but I would like to give them the benefit of my chef's feat.
Sure, yeah, you can do that. We'll say just go ahead and roll a d10, and then they'll have this many temporary hit points. D10 plus con. This is what they'll have the next day of temporary hit points from your soup as a buff. So they'll get whatever your con modifier is on top of that.
Plus 3, so
So-
they get 12 temporary hit points.
Yep, they'll get 12
Hopefully
temporary
we
hit
don't
points.
fight them, but like the whole goal of this is to be their friend, so.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys talked a little bit about your vision. You kind of have some time to decompress what happened. Is there anything else for the night that you guys wish to accomplish prior to going to bed?
I just look at Nap and say, "You are an excellent swimmer."
It's thanks to your medallion.
Ah, I'm pleased that you found it useful. I know it does not do anything anymore, but I think it looks nice on my bracelet.
I agree.
I am pleased that you joined us for the last activity.
I can get competitive sometimes.
As can I, apparently. I had no idea, to tell you the truth.
I'm telling you, these games can be pretty fun.
I enjoyed the turtles.
I hated the turtles. I gotta say, that was the only thing I didn't like. He threw me off. He tried biting me. It was just not a good time.
Oh, I am so sorry. But at least now we can say that
Well, the rest of it was good though. It was a good thing.
at least now we can say that we did it. Yes?
Yeah, yeah. We got the experience for it.
Yes. And you were very good. I think you saved us in the harvest we did together.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. It was good. It just felt like a lot of work though, but it was still fun.
I think we did do their chores for them.
Yeah, it was a really sly way of it too. Yeah, hey, it's
Was
okay.
it? Was it sly? I felt it very clear.
Ah, yeah.
Yes, that we were doing their work. But no matter. It was
You bring up a good. Yeah.
I felt sorry for the child.
Yeah, but I mean, God, do you remember the mom of that child? She was going crazy with that.
Very fierce.
And she was unstoppable, man.
Very fierce. That is why I was worried about the child.
Yeah. I'm sure they're doing great.
Well, it's not as if she hurt them.
Yeah, no, of course not.
And I appreciated and she's looking at Naf again. The seeing, seeing in the dark.
I just learned that one.
It was good. I had eyes that matched your eye.
At that, you would immediately see him take his right hand and immediately cover his other eye and look away, his left eye and look away, and attempt to try and find like a cloth to cover it.
Oh, I did not mean to make you feel bad, or like bad notice. I was just commenting.
You would hear, kind of in a panic, as he's rummaging around trying to find a cloth to cover it. Under his voice, you hear, "Oh no! They saw it! Oh, they saw it! They're gonna find me! They're gonna find me! They saw it!"
And I just look at everybody else, and I get like a handkerchief out of one of my bags and just hand it.
Immediately grabs it, like back turned to the group, and just ties it around his head so it's covering his eye.
This conversation, was it happening like farther away from us, or were
No,
we?
it's happening around the table.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering if it brings up a point that, and like she's sort of like kind of like half just looking in her drink, like not actually looking up at any of you guys. I feel like we don't really know a whole lot about each other. I mean, we sort of know like.
Oh no!
I mean,
Oh shit!
I'm sort of wondering maybe if we kind of missed that part of the introductions. Um, I guess, um, I I don't have any family to talk about really. I grew up with a division of the Darrington Brigade, and well, they didn't they tolerated me, I suppose, and when I learned to cook, they liked me for that, I suppose. But I
What
needed a change.
what is this Darrington Brigade?
Oh, you haven't heard of the Darrington Brigade?
I
It's
do not believe, other than the ship we were on.
oh yeah, that was theirs. Yeah. Well, they're sort of a group of people who are sort of like helpful adventuring sort. They there's a bunch of little divisions of them, and they just try to help out where they can, sorta. That was made by Terry and Darrington, and he's a pretty cool guy. And you see her like kind of smile a little bit when she thinks
Oh,
about like,
I have read one of his books.
yeah, it's a pretty good book. You know, he started a bakery with his friends, and I just think that's the coolest thing ever. It's what I'd like to do.
And so you say you just you left them?
Yeah, the day that I met you guys, I just I was I was tired of feeling like wasn't really needed or wanted there, so I followed my nose.
Hmm.
Speaking of which, I noticed you didn't eat my soup earlier, and I'm sorry if I offended you. Next time, do you want me to make you a vegetarian meal or something? I don't want you to get hungry.
I I appreciate your concern. No, there's no need to make me anything special.
As you guys
Okay.
are discussing, you notice that Naf has suddenly stopped saying, "They're gonna find me, they're gonna find me," and he's just kind of like sitting there, kind of almost frozen in his chair, just for a minute. He's almost paralyzed in his own paranoia, it seems.
Is he okay?
I I I was trying to give space, because he was upset. I don't know.
After about a minute passes, you see that he just kind of shakes it off and comes back to the present.
The second he comes back to the present, his face is completely pale, and he just says, like he's out of breath. I'm going up to my room, and pushes his chair out and begins going to his room.
Okay.
Something. I To state the obvious, something is wrong.
Yeah, it really seems like he has some past drama, doesn't he?
I must admit that I have not spent much time around people, so I don't know how to determine cause. But something is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been trying to talk with him every now and then, trying to become friends with him. He definitely does not seem like he wants to talk about himself that much. I mean, like he named his horse Ted, so he says that's like pretty sure that's not the horse's real name. Like, there's no way that
I
they
could.
named the horse Ted.
What is wrong with Ted for horse?
Have you ever met a horse named Ted?
No, but I have not met all horses in the world.
have you? When was like the last time you met a person named Ted?
As I said, I have not been around people very much, but I feel there are many things to name a horse. Anyway, I'm sorry. Not the main point of talk.
Yeah, my point was being he does not want to give much information about himself, you know?
Mm.
I think we just needs to warm up to him if we want to learn anything about him.
Well, you do bring up perhaps a larger issue, a larger question, and that is, what is next to do? I myself have no am here with no plan, no business, no no job. I was just traveling to travel, but that's the dream. I want to know more. I want to know more. I said before, I feel pity. I feel pity, and I don't often.
Yeah. So what are you saying?
He asked, he said help. He said lost in darkness.
So you want to try to find him?
I would like to. I don't know if we can, but or who could. But I would like to at least see if we can, or if I can find out who he is or was.
I mean, we really don't have a lot of information to go off of here.
No, but we do have his name. And as I said, perhaps there are others, of course, who know more history, magic. That name might be someone very famous that we just do not know. Or someone important to a group, like a group maybe who worship the Changebringer, or I don't know. I just like this Temple of Evil. Is there actually a place called
Well,
Temple of
I'm sort
Evil,
of
or is it just a temple that is evil?
You know, like is the Temple of Doom in Indiana Jones and the
Yes,
Temple of Doom, is it called the Temple of Doom? Or does
right.
it just happen to be a Temple of Doom?
You get me.
well, I'm sort of in the same boat of not really having anything to do.
Ah,
That being said, I mean, we could stick around and see where this goes. How about you, Ono? You want to try to see what happens if we investigate?
oh
Sound
no.
muted.
Oh, I just didn't have anything to say. I'm sorry. Um,
would you be willing to bring the amulet to I noticed the temple, I think, as we walked towards the turtles. I think there was a five-sided temple. Or if that was not, I'm sure in a place of this size, there must be clerics, mages, something.
I mean, I kind of want to keep it, but I'm
Oh, I'm not saying that you give it. I just to look, you know.
yeah. If someone wanted to take a look, I think that'd be fine. It would help us help that person.
I will say I am not used to team work, and I feel we do well.
I think so too.
I just feel bad that Naf isn't here. I mean, I feel like we're not really a team if we're only as strong as our weakest link. And I'm not saying he's weak. I'm just saying he's not with us, and you know what I mean. I'm not making any
Yes.
sense, am I?
No, no, no. No, yeah, I feel what you say.
How about we give him a night to sleep on it, and we can ask him tomorrow if he'd want to join us in trying to figure out what's happening.
I was wondering if one of us should maybe try to talk to him tonight, but I don't know. So that seems also a good idea. We just let him settle. Settle? Yes?
I mean, sure. What if he just leaves without us? I mean, I think he seems like the kind of guy who really needs a good friend, and I'm not really sure if I can be that for him, but I feel like he deserves it. Or needs it. I don't know. Needs and
I
deserves are two different things sometimes.
I need. Yes. This feels right. Need. I don't know that any of us can judge deserve for anyone.
Yeah.
Or at least not a lot of people. What if we? What if we? And she starts searching through her pouch, and she comes out with like a piece of paper, and is still sort of rummaging around. What if we put notes under the door?
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh,
I think we should definitely do that.
that way he knows what we think, but does not have to look at.
That's a great idea. Oh my gosh.
All right, she's found a quill and some ink at this point. What? What should we say?
I think we should keep it simple, like short and sweet. Oh, maybe just like we appreciate you, something like that. Thank you for helping us.
Do you want to be our friend? Check yes or
The
no.
box, yes or no?
Sorry, I was thinking it and I had to.
Oh god, I really want to do that now. So we want to be your friends, yes, no, and check the yes box. You want to be our friend, yes, no, check the box.
I love it so much.
Y'all, that vision took us right back to junior high.
You were getting visions like that in junior high?
No. So I'm just Carrie's
I
just
mean-
gonna write NAF across the top of the page and then just sit there and stare at it.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you guys write Naf a letter requesting friendship.
What does the letter say?
all right, NAF. Thank you for joining race. It was good. We investigate amulet tomorrow. Would like you to come, but only if you want. And I underline like. And then I show it to the rest of the party. Yes?
There's just a part of me that really wants to like make it like scented, but like food. But I have no idea how to do that.
Scratch
Hey.
and sniff letter.
Just rub your hand all over it.
Just like get some like sauce on it.
No, smudging. Smudging the ink. No. Is this good? Is this enough?
Is there really any? I feel like that's sort of the main point of it.
All right. And I'm going to sign my name and then push the paper over to Greenie and Ono. And hold the pen out.
Oh, do we have to add something? I thought you were writing it for all of
Just
them.
you sign.
Just right
Oh.
there.
Sign.
I'll write my name and just say I'd really like it if you come.
I'm gonna write. I'll make you lots of food.
Aw.
That'd make me go. Free food, shit, I'm in.
Yeah, right? Right. So I'm gonna wave it around, so the ink dries and then like fold it up. Ah. We will give best try, yes?
Yeah.
And then
And
after that,
Alright. So you're gonna take the letter and slide it under his door. Are
Yep.
you going to your room afterwards? Are the three of you going to bed afterwards?
I'm gonna-
yeah.
I'd like to like just knock on the door and like say some just encouraging words.
Okay. You hear a knock on your door, Naf, with some encouraging words spoken through the door, and a letter slipped underneath.
He jumps at the sound of words being spoken, and he just, despite knowing the voice, he's staring at the door, waiting to just gut the first person who enters it with his dagger.
No one seems to try to enter your room. The door stays shut with your footlocker in place. As the rest of you retire to your room, Naf, do you eventually fall asleep or you stay awake through the whole night pacing?
He'd probably pace back and forth for maybe another hour or two, and then eventually, like, very nervously fall asleep. He's still clutching the dagger in his sleep.
Yeah.
He's a sleep stabber.
Alright. Ono, did you sleep wearing the amulet? Because I know you said earlier that you were going to begin the attunement process.
Oh yeah. No, I'm still wearing it.
Okay. So
I'd like to
as-
wear it in a way that's not obvious though, like even
Yeah.
if it's just like under my shirt or something.
Absolutely. So you find yourself, all of you find yourself asleep. And the night passes. You guys wake up in the morning. Ono, you have effectively attuned to the item. And if you refresh your D&D Beyond page, you will see that it has been added into your equipment inventory, and you have attuned to it.
Ooh.
And you have the abilities for what it has on there for you. So You can share them or
Oh,
not share
yeah.
them. That is your choice to make. But
I mean, like, do I understand?
as you attune to it, you understand the capabilities of it. You hear during your sleep, you have a strange dream where you hear the voice of the creature again that you saw in your vision that says, "This will protect you and give you the ability to disperse the shadows and become one with the shadows if you so choose. Just know that it can grow as you grow."
Interesting.
So you know the capabilities of your item.
Love it. I love it so much.
Yes. So, all of you find sleep, find rest. Some of you more restful than others. You wake up in the morning. Everybody long rests, which means your temporary hit points are gone.
Yep.
But you do all level up to level 4.
Aw, yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead right now
Oh.
and roll for
Yeah.
HP.
I was about to say, wait, what? I made food, and then I'm like, no, I specifically gave it to them, not us.
Yes.
Never mind.
So
We're good.
we're gonna
good.
go ahead and roll for HP since we're at that point now. So as you guys level up, just roll it, and when you put it into D&D Beyond, it should automatically add in your con modifier, and you can re-roll a 1 if you want. If you got it, so you got a 3, Greenie. So in your here, I'll just update it on your sheet for you, so you ain't gotta worry about it.
Thank you, sir.
And then you all have the
How do I-
choice, obviously, between ASIs and feats. How do you what?
Indeed.
How do I? Is there like an easy level up button?
There is. So if you're looking at your sheet, you see that hammer and anvil on the top right?
Yeah.
If you click on that, and then you see there's a little level thing, you just change it to 4, and then it will tell you.
4.
Yep, and then you'll get a little thing at the bottom that says ability score improvement, and you can add an ASI or a feat, and then it automatically added your constitution modifier to your HP. So when you click HP, all you have to do is add into your rolled HP whatever you roll on the dice. So go ahead and roll that D12 for me. Ooh, you rolled a 10. So go ahead and on that, just add 10 to your HP.
How do I do the not having it automatically add my health and doing the roll?
Oh, you just alright. So you have yours on fixed. You don't have it on average. You have it on average. And
Yeah,
fixed.
how do I turn that on?
Here,
Off.
I'll fix it real quick.
Why
for
did
you.
that? Oh no, sorry.
Yours is already. I already changed yours, Nev. So all you have to do is under your HP, roll the dice, and then once you've leveled up to 4, you just add in to whatever your roll is on that 6.
Do I have to commit to ASI or feat now? I hadn't been pondering this for like 2 weeks yet, and I need at least a day.
No, you can do it however you want. You don't have to commit to anything right this second. But as of next session, that'll be whatever you pick will be what you have. So
So
Yeah,
how
no,
is it
that's-
that we set this to do the rolling for the hit dice?
Oh, you
Because
can
I've
use
never actually done
manual,
it before.
okay. So basically, if you are on your D&D Beyond, here I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording, and then we'll just
Okay.
finish that with you. All right. So we'll pick up in 2 weeks from now with chapter 2 of what happens next.
Woohoo!
Woo.
Bye, internet.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.